Yeah, bro, you're gonna live for 182 years.
I'm gonna live for 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna go, damn, and I'm gonna crumble to dust. As if I've been hit by the hammer of dawn.
Nah, you're
That
gonna
might
fade away
exist.
like you've been hit with the energy ball in Half-Life.
Nah. Maybe, actually. If you think about it. No, YouTube, I would not like to listen to Nirvana. Die.
Riley,
Yeah.
I need to know the truth right now.
What's the truth?
I said I need to know the truth.
What truth are you looking for?
Are we gaming today?
Are we gaming today? We are. I'm trying to remember exactly where we left off last time.
We were still in the dungeon.
We yeah,
We were
I know that
doing
one.
the dungeon, and we got to like jail cells and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you guys found
Turned,
the
like straight Texan. My Texan accent came out for a second. I don't know.
Synopticon.
Been trying to hide it for years.
Yeah, you guys found the panopticon in the jail cells, and everything started rumbling. After seeing a long-dead spider queen and a long-dead nest, and noticing a very large amount of wax in it. Filling in bits on the spider queen and the eggs. So yes, the room is shaking. How would we like to proceed, fellas?
Well, not currently isn't here, so I don't know how you're gonna do stuff with his character.
It'll be fine.
He'll cry about it.
No, he's gonna be here in a little bit apparently, but you know.
Well, seeing as most rooms are puzzles, I'm gonna guess that this is another puzzle of sort.
No.
No, wait, excuse me.
No.
Riley, is this a puzzle? I mean, you said that this dungeon is mostly puzzles.
My lawyer says I cannot legally disclose that information.
So yeah, that means it's a yes.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Nah, if it was a no, you would have said no. I know you, Riley.
You don't know Sleepy Riley though.
I've
I
played with him
could
many
be.
times.
No, not D&D, Sleepy Riley. I could be gaslighting you very hard.
Exactly, that's why I know you're lying.
Who said I had to gaslight you into thinking it wasn't a puzzle? Or was a puzzle? I could be gaslighting you into thinking it
Well,
is.
can I make a perception check to look around, see if there's any other little finer details in this room?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, hold up a second. I'm playing a bit of Tower of Fantasy.
Bruh.
Looks like this thing entirely takes up the screen and I can't get to my... I gotta exit the game because I can't get to my Chrome. What? D&D Beyond. Get me in. Let me in. Characters. Heinrich.
Certified Heinrich moment.
I said perception. What?
For
You
Sussy.
get no perception.
Fuck, I got an 8. I got an 8.
Nothing in the room is different than last time you had looked at it.
I feel like something's changed. He's gonna look to the group. Any of y'all notice anything change here?
If I remember correctly, me and Nott's character, I believe, is Karrius.
Yeah, Karrius.
Right?
Oh yeah, we saw them from like
currently
up
off.
above.
Or is actually where the cells are, while Heinrich and Naomi are off in like a little actual like cave area.
They're
if I
in
remember
the
correctly.
tower thing, in the synopticon or panopticon.
Yeah, if I remember, we saw them from a window
You guys,
or
yeah,
something
yeah,
along the
yeah.
lines.
There's a window, and you call it. There's a window. There's windows around in the tower. Let me just send a picture of a panopticon in general chat room. Ah,
Oh, okay. So
that's
it's
what a
just
panopticon is.
so it's just the gulag.
What?
No.
You
A-
never played Modern
I
Warfare?
played Modern Warfare. A gulag is a prison. A synopticon is a specific type of prison building.
Yeah, no, but the gulag, not the okay, not the I'm talking. Hold on, Modern Warfare 2.
I know what you're thinking of, and no, there are areas there that the thing can't see. Tower can't see. A panopticon is basically just fuck it. Everyone gets a bathroom and a shower, but like everyone is in the
We
middle of
see
here.
you.
Exactly.
But he's gonna look out. Hey, yeah, do you two see anything or anything that's changed?
Oresha's just gonna have a quick look around.
It is as it was before.
I almost forgot to pull out my dice.
You're up by the cells, jail cells currently. Most of them are open, having been opened by Heinrich and Naomi. Not by accident, but they'd been, messing around with the buns and stuff a little bit. And as it currently stands, most of them are, like I said, they're empty or they have a little something in them. One or two of them have a little bits of supplies, but you don't know how old they are, so they might not be worth taking. The one jail cell that isn't open is the one where there was the man of wax in. Although, by all accounts, he's still huddled up in the corner in there. So.
Are there any keys in the Panopticon for like any specific cells?
There are not. All of the cells are opened in the panopticon. Like they have to be opened. There's the crystals that allow you to see into the rooms. Each one allowing you to effectively swap through camera lens style crystal in each cell. But there are a few actual like pulleys and such, like levers and pulleys and such, that allow you to open cells. Most of them have been opened so far, but there's a few that there's one near the. There's the one that's next to the waxen man. His cell is the one next to it is not open, as well as his is not open, and one of the ones that had supplies in it is not open. On the bottom floor of the ground floor, basically.
Well, you two seem to have opened several doors or
Yes,
cells.
and I'm going to guess the ones that haven't opened are probably the ones that we need to get into. Either A, a puzzle, or B, the things are rusted shut and we can't get in.
Well, I'm going to check the ones that are currently open for anything that could be useful. So don't mess with anything, or else you could lock me inside.
I never had the intent because I think we pressed every button up here.
Oresha's gonna like start searching each opened room.
All right.
I could pull a little trolling and have Heinrich press the button, but no.
Nah. Should I do a perception or investigation?
Make investigation, but I'll still give you basic descriptions, considering you're probably gonna like look into it and try to find something.
Oh shit!
This is a no shit
Drop
moment.
my dice. 16.
16. Most of the cells are either empty or outright have like something in them, like that's already been opened. Like supply crates that have been opened. A few of them were actually used as prison cells. You can see the skeletons of long dead miners in their uniforms and dulled pickaxes. Some of the bars you can tell as you look at the actual doors that were there before they had been unlocked and went to the side are damaged from being hit by pickaxes. So it seems like a few of them tried to put out some effort to escape. The one that you saw that had supplies in it that has out of the type of supplies, it's a small crate with a lot of basic mining supplies. There's pickaxes, there's some extra uniforms, the weird like knight helmet style helmet with odd odd sort of, how to put it, like odd sort of like crystalline flashlight effectively atop that would allow you to, with a simple snap of a finger, just activate it to be able to have some light in the darkness. There's lanterns. There does also appear to be as you dig through this one, you do find a rather odd thing. There is what appears to be a stone spider. It's not alive, but it's like the stone. It's about roughly the size of a baseball as well, like in terms of its like length. It is a stone spider. It's almost emblem-like.
Alright.
Other than that, you
I'm
don't
going to-
find anything particularly useful in there unless you want to take a pickaxe with you. Or one of these helmets. It's up to you.
I'm gonna take both. I'm gonna take a helmet and a pickaxe.
Alright.
Bro, dwarf maxing.
Dwarf maxing.
Alright, well, you have a pickaxe and you have one of these helmets. You don't have to equip the helmet, but you can use the light on it if you want to.
I will probably be using the light. Simply for that extra range of sight.
Alright.
That could be a good or bad idea. I do not know. We'll find out, I guess.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, we'll find out.
No!
But of course,
Not another cutscene.
the only other cell that isn't open is the other supply cell, and obviously the waxen man cell.
Awesome. Okay, cool. In that case, I suppose I will, my cell that isn't open is the one with the wax prison. That is what you said, correct?
That, and there's another cell that seems to have supplies in it. From what Naomi and Heinrich had told you guys. We're looking through the lenses.
Okay. I will... I'm just gonna check the door of that cell, just to see if there's anything, like, could be keeping it shut kind of thing.
Alright. The cell with the other set of supplies. Currently, it is shut. The thing is, the mechanisms look rather rusted. You can almost see, like, looking over it and then down towards the bottom to see if there's anything else on it that would be preventing it. You can almost see where it's, like, kind of magically wired, effectively. You can almost see, like, the faint glow of that magic connecting to the tower. And it's really faint. Like, it's dying faint.
So it's super faint. Man, if my thought process was working. Oresha's just gonna walk back over to the window, and it's just gonna be like, well, there is currently only one door that is not open as of this current moment.
What
Also, I
that
got
be?
this weird little stone spider thing.
Well, I guess keep it. What door has it opened?
It's the one with the weird wax person
Wax
that's
person. Does
cowering in
Heinrich see the
fear in the
wax
corner.
person?
Yes, whenever you look through the crystals to look into the cells, you can see the wax person.
Oh.
And you had heard him earlier. He had let out a very ethereal scream that everyone had heard.
Oh, that thing is still alive, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. I would. I don't want to open that door. I think we should come down and help open the door with everyone by your side. I didn't want the thing attacking you and you by yourself.
I'll be fine. I can handle myself. I'm
We
an
don't-
independent woman, I'll have you know.
Yes, and I'm a strong man, and I don't care what you
So
think.
true.
Heinrich is going to go down. Naomi, you stay here. Garrett. Garrett.
Oh, he fell asleep.
Garrett! Yo, Tannis from Borderlands.
Nerva from the Valkyria Chronicles.
Any woman that's from an anime that you simp over.
Man, this is not working very well.
Yeah,
Riley, go kill him.
I
Go
figured
kill him.
he'd sleep. I'll go kill him, don't worry.
This is a lovely experience.
It is very lovely. I feel like I should have let them sleep, but I wanted to do the session today. I was a little selfish. Come, let us hear you slew them old Arabs 2 by 2. Like the Zulus, they had spears, a bow and arrows. Uh,
Hmm.
hmm?
Ah.
Huh.
So we killed Garrett.
I kill you, bitch.
I bet you
There
would.
you are. There you are. He's alive. He lived. I bet
Where'd you go,
Riley.
Garrett?
Yeah, where'd you go? I think he fell asleep.
Garrett, did you fall asleep, bro?
Bruh.
Yeah, he fell asleep. That's the noise of a man who fell asleep and woke up.
Yeah.
Y'all MFs need coffee.
We're not making coffee. It's 7 in the afternoon.
Why not?
My sleep schedule's just bad. Like, mine's just bad. Garrett?
Garrett should just grow up. Got him. Destroyed.
Oh, cool.
Anyway,
I just got me.
me, Naomi, me, and I'm sorry, I forgot your character's name, Doc.
Oresha, bro.
Me and Oresha will go to the room with the wax man. You stay here, and you open the door for us.
Okay.
You can come down whenever the fight started, or if there is going to be a fight. I'm making sure Oresha isn't hurt in any way, okay?
Whatever, fine.
Insert Oresha grumbling about having someone else try and help her.
He's gonna walk over to where the wax man is and where Oresha is.
Because you go up one or two of the paths upwards, and you are at the 3rd level where Oresha is at the door to the wax man. The bars look rather rusted. Some of them, you can tell some of it has been hit by something at one point, but
From the inside or outside?
Both sides. But it's not enough to have gone through a substantial amount. Like, you couldn't just, like, bend one of the bars and, it would snap in half. No, you'd still have to put in a very, very conscious effort to get at it effectively.
Alright. I'm ready. Kind of looks to Oresha.
I suppose I am too. God, why did I turn British?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's. I don't remember Russia being British.
Look to Naomi, give her a thumbs up. We're both ready.
Now Heinrich's British.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Oh
We're
God.
both ready.
She opens the door.
The door gets halfway before it like stops. You can hear the controls of it. Like the mechanisms and such are just they physically can't go any further.
Can I make a strength check to try to not pry the bars, but basically kind of force it open?
It's about halfway open, but you can try if you want.
Alright. Strength. Son of a fucking cut. I got a 6. I hate
Yeah,
my life.
that does not work. The mechanism is stuck, and as far as the construction seems us that these are very heavy, and they are very thick. Like they're heavier and they're thicker than the average like prison cell and prison bars. It seems they're very reliant on their mechanisms, and it opens about halfway. And as you try to push it to try to spur it on to keep going, it doesn't work. But you do see the waxen man who is just huddled in the corner slowly stand up. To this,
Kind of back up a bit.
its back is turned to you
Marsha's-
before it begins to slowly actually turn to you too.
Ah, Resident Evil. Resident Evil.
That's not the... isn't Resident Evil. You're crazy. Not everything I do is a reference. Most of it is, but not everything.
Why isn't everything a reference, Riley?
Because I try to make my own ideas sometimes. Sometimes I don't always steal things. But
I
sometimes
don't always steal things, but when I do, it's most of the time.
it's most of the time.
Anyway.
You can see this thing in better view now. The camera lens for its room was really messy. Like, it was a bit blown out and everything. It's like one of the waxen people you had seen in the painting and in the field and while you guys were in that painting. But there's a decent bit of stuff different. You can see the face isn't quite there. Where, like, the top of their head is, well, depending on some of them, this one's a little malformed on the top of it, like, on its head. They have, like, a triangle, like, diamond-style head, effectively, with an eye, with, like, a crystal eye in the middle. That isn't there. It's more rounded, but it's, like, it's missing chunks of wax in certain places on it. And you can actually see the skull of the miner who was turned into this waxen creature, like, in its face. Like, you can see the eye sockets and everything. And there are
Love
crystals sticking straight out of its head and sticking out of its body in odd angles. Some of it seems like it's growing normally, but some of it looks more sharpened and more like a weapon, as if it's actually been, was at one point stabbed into this creature.
I think this is gonna be a fight. That thing's fucking scary.
So
Oh, don't be a coward.
I'm not being
I'll
a
be back.
coward.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Is it walking towards us, or is it just standing there?
it's staring at Oresha.
Oresha, try to talk to the thing.
Good evening. How are you?
Reading the monstrosity in my closet.
I mean, it was looking at her, so you know.
It seems to recognize your words, but it doesn't seem to, like, it tries to respond before it, like, you can see it try to move its mouth, but it can't. For obvious reasons.
Aw, this poor baby.
Can it make hand signals, like waving? He's gonna try to get the creature's attention.
How so?
Basically, kind of wave its hand, try to, basically, kind of like put the hand in front of a rush, trying to get its attention to look at him.
It looks at your hand for a moment and like mimics raising its own. It doesn't really have hands.
It's just kind of like clumps of wax.
No, it's sharp. Like the actual end of it is sharp, and it's much more hardened wax, with bits of this crystal, in it. You've seen them before in the painting, and they looked like this. It's a little clearer now that they're not meant to be sentient proper. They're meant to just be things of war.
Like a construct.
Yeah. So for some of them are constructs. Like some of the ones in the painting, as far as you can tell, were just blatantly constructs. They weren't
It seems,
powered by a body or anything. This seems to be powered by a corpse.
it seems like there was a botched attempt to make a little war creature.
I don't know. It looks pretty cute to me.
It looks
I-
horrific.
I'm sorry,
looks
I don't understand you, Oresha. What the fuck do you mean it looks cute to me?
And
Bro,
you're
she
into
would-
Dresden fucking weird wax statues? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Bro, she would watch John Carpenter's The Thing and then be like, "Oh, that's adorable."
Absolutely.
Oh, the little
Oh,
guy.
you kill all those people,
Oh,
yeah.
you killed all those little people.
Aw,
Good job.
good for
So
you.
proud of you.
It seems the thing still kind of has a brain of sorts.
Well, if you were a dead body inside of a mummification of wax, I believe you would still have your brain.
Yeah, but it'd be shriveled up to the point of a raisin. But I'd still have it. Maybe something in there. Maybe.
It slowly started approaching Oresha.
Oh, it's gonna throw up another fucking eye.
Resha's gonna kind of summon her assassin's brand into her tail, behind her,
Mm-hmm.
so the creature itself can't see it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Assassin's Brand?
Assassin's brand is it's essentially a
Weapon?
tattoo that turns into a sword,
Oh,
into
okay.
a dagger.
Gotcha. It doesn't see this happen, it just continues approaching until it's basically face to face with you. It's not super big. This one is a bit smaller than the ones, actually it's like half the size of the ones you've seen before the painting. They were rather large. The ones in the painting were about 6-7 foot at tallest. Most of them were rather like thick wax and somewhat
Ah, so,
wide.
like,
This
Heinrich
one is not anywhere near as thick. It's about the size. It's a little thicker than the average human, and it could definitely fit through the half of the cell door that's opened, but it basically just runs into it.
It runs into the.
It just squishes the wax against the bars.
Yeah, it starts walking forward again, and it just kind of hits it and stops for a moment. It begins to feel the bars. You can see it try to get a grip on the bars, but it realizes it can't, as it kind of stares at its own arms for a moment.
What do I see when I look at it with the eye?
There is a lot of magical energy flowing through this creature. There's a lot of it, but there's also an odd. How to describe it? It's an odd yellowish energy. Like it's a darker, almost golden yellow energy to it that seems to course and flow throughout this creature, but it begins to die down as you look towards where its head and skull is with the crystals. There's more of the magical blue energy, but at the skull there's an almost sickeningly pink color that emanates
Sickening.
from the eye sockets of the skull and around the head.
Sickening pink.
Basically, like pinkish pink kind of
Hmm.
thing, almost.
You do notice that its eye sockets flicker for a moment. Like, you can almost see an eye in them before it just kind of dies out with almost like, you can't hear it, but you can imagine like a loud electrical spark. as it appeared like the brief sight of an eye appears, as if you turn down the opacity on something and then just click the hide button, and then
Like-
it's gone.
It's like the hearing a light bulb buzz.
Yeah.
Oresha's gonna walk towards the bars out of pure curiosity.
It seems to back away like a step or two as you get closer before it just kind of stands still and looks at you.
It's very odd.
Oresha's gonna hold out her hand.
It doesn't seem to notice your hand before it begins to feel at the bars again and feels it. And it just kind of like, you can feel the rather heavy, hardened wax of the almost blade-like tip of its hand touch your skin. And you aren't shocked or anything, but it feels deathly cold. Like, the room around you is relatively warm. A little damp in some areas. In fact, the cell, like, you can see it, and you can, like, it looks damp in there.
There seems to be a leak.
But, like, the wax on it, even on the non-fully hardened bits, it's deathly cold, practically.
Interesting.
Try to lead it out of its cell.
Oresha's just gonna slowly take her hand and slowly move it towards the opened part of the cell.
It follows your guiding hands and begins to leave the cell. You have to stop it from it begins to walk forward past you, and you have to, like, stop it from walking over, like, the edge of the dirt you're at.
Mhm.
It appears to be blind.
Oh, interesting. Blind creature.
I have an idea.
What's
seems
your
to-
idea?
It seems to follow you a lot. And the creature is
Yes.
blind. What about
Actually-
It's gonna sound inhumane, but what if we put a leash on it? Or at least a guiding rope.
Are you telling me to just like wrap my tail around it so it doesn't?
No. I have rope in my bag.
Oh,
It's a little craggly from being soaked in seawater, but it'll work. He's gonna pull out the 50-yard of hemp rope, or the 50 feet.
Alright.
I mean. Here, use
I think
this.
I
Try
should
to wrap it
probably
around.
tie it on.
No, he was giving it to you so you could do it.
Yeah. Oresha's just gonna take the rope and like gently like tie it around its wrist or something.
It lets it happen. It struggles a little as you're going to tie it around its wrist. It's a little hard as the wax there isn't fully like seated in, so it kind of dips in a little bit. But it seems to be relatively, of a strong knot to keep it together, and from it going off of its hand.
Awesome.
Well, looks
I-
like we got ourselves a pet.
No, it is not a pet. That is definitely not what it is.
I was making a joke.
I mean, your actual pet, the bone dog is just kind of like sniffing stuff on the ground floor.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had the bone dog.
I also almost forgot.
I haven't done anything with him or mentioned him too much, so my fault, crewmate.
You said you got a little spider medallion thing, yes?
Yeah, the little spider statue, yes.
What
I did
happens
get
if we touch the statue to the wax?
I kinda want to know, but I'm also kind of against doing that in case it just decides to have a reaction.
As soon as you
well,
say spider, the thing like shivers, and you can feel it try to like move against the rope before it feels the resistance of the rope and stops, though it appears to be shaking now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay,
It
so
can hear us. It can hear us.
I mean, yeah, they kind of responded to me talking to it.
Well, I
Tried to.
thought that was vibrations. You know, like how some animals, like moles, communicate.
I almost forgot that moles existed. I'm going to be honest. I almost forgot they existed.
They're very prominent from where I was.
Hmm.
They would eat our potatoes and carrots and other root vegetables. Most
Interesting.
farmers developed a system to where they would pat down the soil to try to attract them. And whenever they felt the vibrations of the soil, they'd come up and then we grab them.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, my father told me that. He's just gonna sigh and then kind of look towards the creature. So what do we do with this thing?
I'm not sure if it's like cursed or if it's.
The wax seems to be keeping it alive. I'm
I
going to
mean,
guess
that's true.
I'm going to guess the wax doesn't want it dead, but whatever's left in it wants to be dead. Not to offend it, if it can hear me.
It doesn't seem to react.
Maybe the spy. I only have a small theory.
What is the theory?
Is the dead spider queen still in the room, or was that in
Yes,
the other previous?
it still is, and that room is still kind of like shaking.
He's gonna point to the dead queen spider room. That thing must have tried to make this place its home. The miners found the place, and then it attacked.
Hmm.
The wax creature, I don't know, it must have revived a dead miner using its body as a sort of, what's the word? Puppet?
Yes, I believe that would be the word.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I suppose that is an idea.
But it doesn't explain what we do with the statue, though.
Hmm. Oresha's gonna like take the statue and like move a little closer to where the spider queen is to see if there's like any reaction.
The creature, the waxen man, he follows you, but there's not as like his steps are slower, and he begins to shake more.
I'll deal with the creature while you go in there, okay?
It's super cool back here behind this gate, dude.
You can come out of you can get out of
Lots of-
there.
Lots of awesome things happening back here, guys.
Naomi, you can come down here.
I mean, can what down there? That's crazy.
Nah. What if the gate closes and we can't get back out?
What gate?
The thing's open. There's no gate to the door to the
Whatever.
area. Naomi, just come down here. You're being
Naomi, why do you sound like Garrett from real life?
Nah,
What?
nah, never. No, I don't know who that is.
What is it? Real life? We're in real life. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking.
Like Naomi gets really close to Heinrich's face. Do you know the one controlling you? Do you know the one?
Wake
Just
up!
like-
You are a
Wake
slave
up.
to
Wake
someone
up.
else's will.
Wake up!
No,
Wake up.
I
Wake up.
don't.
Wake
I
up.
don't know. Could you get out of my face?
Wake up.
How did you
Wake up.
even get up to my face?
She's just like hovering off the floor. Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
You're like the size of my fucking leg.
Naomi was drawing in the dirt.
Anyway.
There was no dirt to draw, and she was like, putting rocks together to make a picture.
That's
He's
funny.
gonna hold on to the creature's little rope. I'll hold on to the creature for you.
Yeah, Oresha's gonna get closer to the Spider Queen corpse.
Heinrich's gonna look at the little creature. Or the
He is not
wax
little.
creature. Well, he's half my size.
No, he's 6 foot tall.
Oh, so he's up to my chin, or...
Well, yeah,
Oh.
he's like 6 foot.
Like exactly, or like
we...
give or take.
About
He's gonna look-
exactly. Give or
he's gonna
6
look-
foot, give or take 5'11".
So, should we give it a name? Gonna looks to Naomi.
I mean, are we keeping that?
I mean, we need to give it a name to call it by, or else we're just gonna keep calling it a
I
creature.
mean, we kept you. No, I'm kidding. I'm not saying it.
We kept you.
I'm not actually saying that. I'm not actually
Um,
saying that.
Heinrich, it's struggling against the rope now, trying to follow after Oresha. And it
Well,
practically
right.
trips itself as it does. I roll a nat 1 on strength for it.
Riley.
Yeah.
With my knowledge of souls in pain and suffering, could I tell that this creature is clearly suffering some kind of like affliction?
No doubt this creature is suffering.
Does it
I-
want to be alive?
I don't know what check to make.
Would it be
I feel
wisdom?
like that'd be a
I think it
nature
would be-
check.
Does it want to
Up
live?
for it.
Check.
Yeah.
Medicine.
Do you
Or, yeah, medicine.
No, not medicine. Medicine is
Insight.
roll insight.
That would be actually better. I have expertise in insight. I could probably make one.
Hey,
I forget that.
how do you have
Insight
expertise
is
in insight? What the heck?
Oh, okay. So
Heinrich, I need you to roll me an opposing strength check,
an opposing strength
as
check.
it has gotten up and is trying to go after, like, try to follow after Oresha.
I got a 13. What'd you get?
I got a 19.
All right. Well,
the rope in a very nasty display. As you do your best to hold this thing back in case it's like, going to attack Oresha, the rope pulls at its arm and it's moved forward by this action, but its left arm where the rope is tied to breaks off, basically all the way to, like, from its forearm to the rest of its arm. Hi, Not.
Well, I'm sorry
Oh.
I'm late.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I get it. I get you.
Oh my gosh, Karrius, where were you?
He was in the bathroom.
Mother's
Got points to one of us.
birthday.
Oh, I'm actually proficient in insight. That's a 22.
Mother's birthday. She'd have me killed if I didn't do anything.
I'm sorry.
That's a fair point.
I'm
Mothers are crazy.
sorry, Garrett. I keep
Especially
seeing
mine.
the image of that One Piece character where it's like, I want to live. I keep
Robin?
Yeah, I keep thinking about it.
I want
to live.
Just like Luffy's over there. Tell me that you want to live and you can be on the crew. I want to
Oh, listen to these One Piece nerds chat. Listen-
I
Karrius.
really only know that scene from Pirate Warriors 4.
I only know that scene from me where it's like nihilist when they get a foot job under the table at Applebee's. No, there's no excuse me. That is the exact wording of that meme. I wanna live.
Anyway.
That's a 4 for insight.
4 for insight. What
I
the?
mean, it's plus
20
4.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Plus 4, 22.
It
Oh,
definitely isn't happy being alive, but it's not quite given up on its life yet. It seems, to put it in simpler terms, it seems like it has a goal in mind and it wants to exert that before it dies. Like, it wants to get that goal.
I want to try to
I'm
figure
killing
out what that
you.
goal is.
Oresha has the spider emblem, effectively.
Nice.
And
Nice.
its attention has been on Oresha.
Yeah, sorry. Go on to it.
Does it seem hostile?
It does not, no. Currently it's not beelining for Russia. It's having a hard time trying to run in the slightest to catch
Wait.
up with the Russia.
What
Okay.
the hell's going on?
Okay, so they did some more exploring of the area, and they opened the cell that had the Man of Wax in it, who is not attacking, and has just, after rolling a 19, a nat 1 previously, and then a 19 on second attempt to get from the rope that had been applied around its left arm, has just effectively severed its left wax arm, and is not going after Oresha in like a
Like shambling.
yeah, it's like shambling after Oresha. Oresha, you can practically hear this thing.
Naomi's gonna
over
try to
something.
get in front of it and like put her back to like its torso and just like push back with all of its weight, with all of her weight, even though she's like 80 pounds.
Yeah, make a strength check for that. Karrius, what are you doing?
Gonna get
I guess I'm here? Question mark.
You are here, yeah. They haven't moved from the area.
Okay.
Shit, that's a 4. Oh fuck.
I beat you with a 9.
So we're trying to stop this thing from moving.
Oresha was
trying to do things.
yeah. Oresha grabbed the emblem of a spider, from a supply thing that had miner's gear in it. She also has a pickaxe and like a headlamp style thing, but it's magic because headlamps don't really exist yet. She has the emblem spider, and whenever they had opened the cell, it had its it's blind, of course, but it had its eyes on Oresha, and has been following Oresha for the most part.
He winky face.
Strangely specific. Maybe the poor guy's just been alone.
look. If it wants to do that to a Russia, that is the most disgusting thing ever.
Naomi, you try your... To say it's your best is kind of a long shot. But you try to stop this thing through almost cartoonish means, and it almost works before the thing just kind of walks around, like moves to the left, and you like fall back onto the ground, like back first.
She gets like, and she tries again. She just like does it.
You make a strength check.
Fucking god damn it! 3.
18.
If I have what would he get?
I would get advantage.
Yes,
if you help.
well, in this instance, though, Naomi, you fall flat on your back again.
All right. Let's try one more time. This time with Heinrich.
Roll with advantage.
Alrighty, they.
Okay, so 2. 19.
Woo! I got a 17. 15 plus 2, baby.
Heinrich, you're successful in delaying it getting through to Naomi to have to get to Oresha. But it doesn't push you. It does its best to push you aside without hurting you. It's clearly it doesn't want to hurt you, and it just kind of uses the other half of its left arm that's been left from the rope moment to just kind of like nudge you to the side before it meets a constantly moving object and an unmoving wall as it hits Naomi.
An unstoppable force and an immovable object.
Yeah, and it almost seems like it's gonna make it by because I got an 18. But no, it is Naomi holds her ground.
It can hear us talk, right? Like,
yes, it understands speech. It can't really speak.
Okay,
though.
and how tall is this thing?
It is 6 foot.
Okay, so what Naomi's gonna do is she's gonna crawl onto its back and like get to like the backside of its head and just start talking very calmly to it.
Okay.
Like, hey, are you okay? What is it you're after? Maybe we can help.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Like she's trying to figure out what it wants to do.
If you look at it head on, you can literally see its skull, bro. I don't think it's okay.
Listen,
Bro, I'm
it's part of the routine, okay, man?
It doesn't stop, but it begins to shamble again. It's not moving anywhere near as quickly as you climbed up its back and been talking. It tries to speak. But all it lets out is another ethereal, like, almost guttural scream. It doesn't even sound like it's coming from its mouth. It sounds like it's just coming from a different, like all around entirely.
Well, maybe you could just point and try to make a
I'm gonna keep my
gesture or
hand
something.
on my sword just in case.
Alright.
Oresha's just looking at what's happening right now.
Okay, Naomi's eyes are completely like closed, as if she's like trying to talk to its soul. And it's probably not working, but that's what she's trying to do.
It's slowed down a little bit, so I mean, it's kind of working.
Oresha's going to walk back towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Does it like stop moving?
It does stop moving once you look at it and start moving towards it.
Does it have something to do with the little thing? Oresha's gonna move the spider off to like the right side of herself. See if its gaze follows it.
Its gaze does follow it, yes.
Oresha's then just gonna just more of a check, kind of lift her over her head and go to the right side.
It seems as if the only thing it can follow with its non-existent eyes, as the thing is basically blind, is this emblem.
Is it being blinded a condition?
It is not a condition, no. Whenever you look in, like I said, if you look at it face to face, it is a skull. If Oresha is willing to divulge the information, I can describe the situation with its eyes through her lens to you.
Yeah.
Whenever Oresha...
take a moment to just describe things about the creature.
Alright.
The creature.
Most of its body below is a weird, yellowish energy with, mostly magic, like a magical blue energy, denoting some sort of magic crystal. There is crystals that come out of its head as well, rather large ones, almost like a crown. But once you get up to its neck and its head, and also, its board and stuff, it's a sickly, pink energy. And whenever Oresha, using her eye, looks at its eyes where they should be, they flicker for a moment. As if there's, the vague impression that there is an eye there, but it, as I described it earlier, there's no sound to it when she looks at it, but it's you can hear, an electric spark, practically. It looks like that. And Oresha, if you're using your eye right now, holding this fire medallion, its eyes are apparent.
Oh. What do its eyes look like?
They are normal human eyes. They're, pupil and all.
My god.
Yeah, but they're disembodied. It's like a half circle, or a half spear, practically.
What color are they?
They are a rather sickly yellow.
Oh, that's lovely. Marsha's gonna use her eye and look at the spider.
The spider is also this sickly pink. The energy around it is this very sickly pink.
Oresha's just gonna kind of hold out the spider medallion to the creature.
You watch as it tries to grab it, but because it doesn't have hands, it has to basically do a balancing act of trying to jitter the thing upwards towards a bit more of its hand that's expanded out, instead of the almost sharp blade end. And after a moment, it seems to get it onto its shoulder, before it begins to slowly approach the spider queen den.
Oresha's just gonna watch using her eye just to see what's happening.
You watch as it approaches this den, and you can't fully see into it. properly, but you can see the entrance and about 10 or 20 feet into it. And as the waxen man begins to slowly but surely make its way through, once it gets to that 20 feet, the area around everybody begins to heat up. And the waxen man begins to melt.
Do I start melting?
No,
I'm
you're
on
not
its back.
wax. Oh, yeah, no, you should probably get off its back. You are getting a bit of hot wax on you, and it hurts.
Sweet,
Heinrich's
yeah,
gonna
I'm out.
help Naomi off.
I'll hop off of that shit.
Whoa. Thanks, melted.
You watch...
The little one almost got destroyed.
You watch as it melts away, and it lets out another ethereal scream, but towards the end of it, it becomes more normal, more human as the wax fully melts away, and you can see the skeleton that was covered by this wax. It was one of the miners. And you can see the uniform, a bit of the uniform that's left. You can even see the bit of a pickaxe that was broken off into its chest that was covered by the wax. And once the scream ends and the skeleton falls over, the Spider-Man with it, you guys hear another one of these ethereal screams from the cell where it had been.
Oresha's going to look over.
Whenever you look over towards that cell, you see another one of these things has walked out. And it looks mostly the same, but you can see horns that have, like, grown out from this. Like, from its head and out from the wax. But otherwise, it looks largely the same. It's still the same skull shape. It's still the same crystals on top and the sockets.
I grabbed the spider medallion.
You can. Once the Man of Wax is gone, had died, the first one had died, it had gone back to the normal temperature around.
Oresha's going to use her eye to now look at this new wax figure. Well, not necessarily new, but more changed.
The Wax Man, this one, is exactly the same energy-wise. And even with the eyes, as soon as it looks down at you and then looks down at Naomi, you can see its eyes again, and they're the same sickly yellow. But the eye, like the actual like irises, are almost goat-like.
Golden or goat?
Goat-like. Like,
Okay.
Like it's still like yellow
Oresha's just
pupils,
gonna
but
hold
like.
out a hand towards it.
Asriel Dreamer?
I think we're dealing with a wax demon. We're dealing with.
Oresha holds out a hand.
It begins to walk towards you, and you realize that, it just kind of walks off, like, it just keeps on walking forward, and then it falls. It's not...
Face first.
Yeah, it's not damaged by the fall. In fact, it's kind of dampened as some of the horns that have jutted out from the head of this thing almost dampen the fall a little, but it slowly gets up. One of its hands is more nub-like now. More like a rounded-off ball instead of,
Oresha's gonna help it up.
It seems resistant at first. It almost tries to bite at you, but as its, like, face gets closer to your shoulder to bite at you, it realizes it can't.
That's funny.
Before it reluctantly takes the help and gets up.
Can I make an inside check to check if this is just the same, like, spirit or soul or whatever, like, same person? Just in
Go
a different
ahead.
body? 21.
21. Same body, different soul.
Oh.
Okay.
In fact, I should say this. Whenever the first Waxman died, and you heard the ethereal screech from the cell again, the sense of magic around you guys had grown rather heavily, and not in a good way. Karrius, just on hand, given that you are a warlock and have familiarity with souls, you could tell some of the scream that had happened was not quite... Of course, it's not a normal, like, human or, like, normal humanoid scream normally. It's ethereal due to the crystals. But this was not the scream of one. This was the scream of many.
Strange indeed.
Wait, Riley, you said it went into the where the queen spider's dead body is?
Yeah, it got 20
And then
feet
it
in before
burned.
it melted. It started melting,
Did
yeah.
anything change to the queen's body?
The queen's body, its actual corpse, yeah, as you notice, the 20 feet you can see into there, without having to get closer, the body is not there anymore. You can almost see the last remnants of wax, like, almost being dragged in. Like an
Fuck.
ooze.
Yeah, guys, I think
Or-
this thing is trying to heal this spider queen thing.
I don't think we should let it do that.
Yeah, something tells me we should not let it do that.
No.
I think we should probably smash that emblem or
You
the
know, what'd be
statue.
really fun though? A boss fight, right?
Yeah, but we're level
That'd be
3.
really fun.
We're level 3.
Think of
Don't you agree,
EXP.
Riley? It'd be really fun.
I mean, we could keep the statue and have the wax guy as a pursuer enemy. We kill one, and then like after another day or two, we'll see another one appear.
Yeah, I would just always keep the medallion on me, and then it's like if the wax creature ever catches up to you, you die.
Oh, so it's just no, it's just that oh my god, It Follows. It's just that movie. Please tell me any of you have
I've seen It Follows, I know. I'm gonna go get a
Yes.
drink, I'll be right back.
I think
You're
I know
okay.
what you're talking about.
It's the movie where basically a demon or like some creature follows you after you have sex with someone. It is literally
Oh, right.
it's a literal definition of an STD, a sexually transmitted demon.
Transmitted demon.
And the
Sexually
thing
transmitted
follows
demon.
you, and until you die, it'll just stop. I haven't thought
Where I
of
watched
any.
my parents die meta night. Huh? Does it look like I care, dumbass?
It's just pursuer enemies from Resident Evil.
That's pretty neat.
If we don't destroy the statue, the thing will keep coming at us.
I think it's just bad that we're gonna bump bitches.
Yo, let it.
Man, I
let
felt
it.
bad for
Now,
the.
hear me out.
I felt bad for
We
the
fought a
little,
boss. Not saying it could be pretty cool.
but we're level 3. I don't think Riley would. I mean, knowing Riley, he might make it dumb it down a bit. But
I mean,
I don't think I could do we can do a boss fight at this moment. Or at this level.
who knows until you try.
Spellcasters, health-wise,
I can do normal spells like two times.
Like
I can do normal spells 2
Eldritch
times.
Blast. I can do spells like Eldritch Blast.
I don't think that'll work against a spider queen.
You'd be surprised.
I'm back.
It's
Eldritch
a
Blast is
blast
actually
of
pretty
it.
damn effective.
Hi.
How the fuck
Hey.
do you know Eldritch Blast?
Does who know Eldritch Blast?
Eldritch Blast is
Oresha.
boss, bro.
We were talking about like if we should probably smash the statue or not.
Hey, yo.
To like make sure they don't revive the fucking the spider queen.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I feel like smashing it would do something worse. Seeing
Never
as
know, it could make the Spider Queen angry, but we're just helping the Spider Queen, so maybe she won't attack us.
it's an Iraq, it's a spider.
How do you know it
I
doesn't
think-
have intelligence? It's a pretty large spider.
Hold on. He's gonna look to Karrius, the new guy.
Eh?
What does that medallion say? You know, the weird fleshy thing.
Hmm.
It said it will give us guidance when we need it.
Oh yeah,
That is a fair point.
that's the crystal, not the medallion. But again,
Nah, the crystal's where that's my little boat buddy is. He's in the rock.
Yeah, sorry, Crystal.
It's a rock.
He said he'll give us guidance when we need it.
Hmm. I don't think it works well in stressful situations. Hmm.
Are you telling me that it gets stressed easily?
I do not know. There's only one way we can find out.
Well, just ask what we should do with this
That
small.
sounds super cute. It sounds adorable.
Alright, I guess I'll like try to speak to the crystal. Hello? Hello?
Evening,
Ah,
I think.
Evening.
well, glad to see you in good spirits. Anyhow, we've been having a bit of an issue. There's this strange wax creature, and it's going towards this large spider queen corpse. Ooh. Should we do anything about that? Or...
Wax is known for its healing properties in some regards. It is known that you could replace flesh with magic wax, though it is said wax could be shaped into flesh. Some believe it is to perpetuate some cycle of magical rebirth. Though, I am unsure of if that would truly help.
Well, thank you for the knowledge.
Was there any silver in the wax?
Did I notice any kind of metal in the wax?
There was a little bit of silver in it, yeah. Actually,
yes.
I should mention it. This new wax creature, it has almost more of a metal silver sheen to it.
Now that you say, it does have a metal sheen to it.
Then I would perpetuate the process.
So let it happen.
Perhaps you could find the silver woman within.
The silver woman?
Hmm.
Well, alright then.
Maybe.
Intriguing. Thank you for your knowledge, Crystal.
Wait, do all of us hear it, or is it like speaking through his brain?
All of you can hear this.
What's perpetuate mean?
I think it means that we should let it happen.
We should let it continue indefinitely, see what the process does, and perhaps we can get to this woman it speaks of.
The queen, I'm pretty sure, is what he's referring to. As it technically
Silver
is.
woman? That sounds like a powerful lady.
Also, what is in that room that is producing these wax creatures?
It
That is
just
actually a good
looks
question.
like a weird. There is some wax along the walls and everything on there, but it doesn't look like it'd be enough to actually, create new life effectively out of this wax.
It's just like magic wax that produces from somewhere that we don't know. That you're not gonna probably think of because, plot reasons.
Oh no, I know where it's from.
It's from the Spider King's dick.
No, bro, that's gross.
I'm kidding.
However, I would simply not tell you because you haven't found it yet, so...
We haven't... Well, of course.
It's because I love...
Well,
it's also
I would
'cause
say...
I love trolling.
I would say let the process continue, but this wax does have restorative properties for... It can replace flesh, so... I would be ready for any... surprises? One can say.
Maybe we should help it out. Because it seems to be melting when it gets close, so maybe if we try to rush it in...
That's whenever it gets into the room with the queen inside of it.
Exactly, so whenever it starts to melt, we all grab it. And if we can manage through, wax, it could burn, but it won't kill you. Unless inhale
I have an
it
idea.
suffocates you.
So, how far is this wax creature away from me, thereabouts?
Given that Oresha went to help it, it's only about 30 feet away from you, but the entrance to the spider den is about 50.
Alright, so you said it burns more the closer it gets to the den?
Yeah, once it gets to the entrance of the den, and as the group's seen so far, 20 feet in, then it starts to, the room heats up and begins to melt the thing.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to, get on over to it, maybe, speed walk, I don't know. And, while keeping, my hand on the sword, I'm gonna use my other hand, I'm gonna cast a lightning lure on it to try to draw it back out of the room.
Alright.
Get up and toss it in there.
That's a lie. The wax people are a little heavy. I don't know.
Have
You
you
throw
ever?
it.
I mean, candles are pretty heavy. If you
Let's
ever.
it's got to succeed on a strength saving throw.
Are you making your intentions that you're going to do this known?
I guess I like tell everybody to stand back from it. Stand back. I have a plan.
I hope it's a good one.
What is it?
And I'll just like
What's the number to succeed?
I don't. Where do I find that? Does it have to beat mine?
It's spell save DC.
What's your spell
Oh,
save
spell
DC?
save DC. That's 13. It's got to be a 13.
It got a 19.
Damn it!
I've rolled unusually high for these, or like well for these guys. I don't know why it's like this, but
All trolling.
So it doesn't pull, but it does do damage.
alright.
Oh no! You did
Wait.
not.
Wait, I think. Oh, only if it succeeds. If it fails, it doesn't really do anything. So it only does damage on a success. Alright.
Trying to hurt it? Oh.
Well, I was trying just to pull it.
I mean, it should be following me because I have the medallion, right?
Yeah, it is. It's trying to get the medallion from you, Naomi. Like it's not trying to take it. It's just kind of like looking at you. And
So yeah, I guess I just like the lightning lure doesn't work. Like when the medallion, draw it away from the room.
What if we
She just
go in
kinda-
there with the medallion?
She just kind of stands there, not and then moves away from the supposed room that she needs to move away from.
This spider den with the queen in it.
I mean, she wasn't near it in the first place.
But I thought that's where the thing was going. Towards the medallion.
you were
then.
near it at
wants to go
first. You
there.
were near it at first, and then you got off of the creature, Naomi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Didn't she take the medallion back whenever?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if we go in there and try to put the medallion in?
I don't know. I feel like, considering it's holding a medallion, I feel like it'd be a bad idea because the queen could be hungry. You know.
Maybe
I have a-
y'all can go in there, and I'll sit here with him.
I feel like
I
that's
have a-
also a bad idea.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the magic in that room heating up the wax creatures is not the Spider Queen's doing.
I also have a theory that it could just be a problem in general if we go there.
That's superstition.
Suspicion.
You have a creature that is not affected by heat in the party.
Bone dog.
Bone dog!
Bone dog! Bone dog!
How
Bone
about that
dog!
skeletal friend of yours?
I don't want to sacrifice my little doggy boy.
My little
Sacrificing? Surely bones can take a little bit of
Sweet
exposed
little
heat.
angel.
I mean, we should just do something because I don't like how this thing's looking at me.
Well,
Okay.
if we're going to send Bone Dog in there, we should probably give him a name before he leaves. And probably might die.
I shall name him Caesar.
Ah, Kaiser.
Caesar.
Is it with a C or an S?
C.
Then it's Kaiser.
That.
Kaiser is CAE. Our good friend Duck is saying CEA.
No. It's the language barrier that he's trying to. I'm trying to make it more
Replicating
realistic.
What a
the
dumb
language
little man.
barrier. Lamau. Hee.
If it's with a C, it's Kai.
I think we can debate this later.
Yep.
Alright.
Let little Kaiser go. Like you said, we'll discuss it later.
Fair point. Oresha's just gonna like slightly like crouch down to little Caesar is gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, you
Caesar.
want to do a little favor?"
It's staring at you, and you imagine you imagine if it had a tongue, its tongue would be like hanging out of its mouth.
I'm gonna guess
I
that its
want you
little
to go
tail
to
is
at
wagging.
least the entrance of that area right over there.
It looks like
Does it do anything?
it looks like it needs persuasion, and there are a number of rocks and bones around.
Is the
Oresha's just
bones
gonna
from
take her tail.
Oh,
He's gonna wrap around one of the bones and just like toss it near the entrance.
okay. I was gonna say, like, is the bone from the other guy, the other wax creature, still there?
It follows after this bone as fast as physically possible. And as it gets the 20 feet in, it seems unaffected. But, how to put it? The bone dog itself isn't, like, pure white. It's not like, how to put it?
Yellowish.
Yeah, it's a little yellowish. Like, you know, like it's
Like
been,
almost-
like it's been there for a while.
It's gotta need it needs a little cleanup.
Yeah.
I'll clean him
I have
later.
to check something before I continue us on.
Oh, the time that we have been talking?
I need to figure out something about heat and bones. I know that it's resistant to heat, and it's weak to cold. I just need to know if heating up a bone turns it, like, whiter, or if it makes it yellower. I'm trying to figure out.
I think
Charge
it makes it. I think it makes it
It does
darker.
anything. I think it just makes it darker in general.
Actually, no. It makes it whiter because it's burning off all the impurities. Because bone can't technically burn. That's why whenever people
That's a
are.
fair point.
That's why whenever people are cremated, they grind up the bones.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't need to know about that part, but holy shit!
Yeah. So whenever you're looking at, grandma's ashes, just know that her bones are ground up in there.
Not heating up the bones will turn it actually black. It'll char them.
Are you sure about that?
At a
think that's it.
1,000, at 1,000 Celsius, it turns it white.
Okay, yeah.
Jesus.
So I was correct.
Yeah, but like at super extremely impossible amounts of high temperatures.
You gotta.
Oh, no, you're mistaken. 300 to 500 Celsius will start darkening the bone.
That's still super fucking
Yeah.
hot.
If it was 1,000 degrees, though, you guys would basically be dead.
You
But
would have to be dead in order to
Yeah.
survive those
Yeah.
conditions.
but the bone dog isn't like super clean. Like its bones are a little yellowish. It's a decent bit more yellow as it goes forward, and you can imagine it whimpering. Like it makes like the movements, but it still tries to go after its bone.
Oresha's gonna quickly like take another bone from nearby and tap it against the ground to have it come back.
It goes to grab the bone that you had thrown before it hears this bone, and it begins to go after that one. And you watch as an arrow lands near it.
An arrow lands near where the bone dog was.
Yeah. About 30 feet in.
Who the fuck
Huh?
tried to hit my dog?
Hey,
Oresha
uh,
immediately
No,
summons
that
her dagger.
sounded like the video of the pit bull just
Huh?
Oh,
Huh? Huh?
Heinrich's gonna pull out his war pick.
Oresha is also drawing her rapier and sword with her dagger in her tail.
A lot of swords.
Lots of bladed weaponry.
I mean, the war pick is more of a pierce. Well, yeah.
still
I'm
bladed.
talking about myself, but okay. Bluff.
Yeah, it has a little axe end. Heinrich's gonna take a peek into the room, as like not trying to put his head into the scorching heat, but just trying to kind of peek at it from like the doorway. See if he can spot anyone who might have shot an arrow.
Make a perception check with disadvantage. No, not disadvantage.
Just normal. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Seeing as D&D Beyond is cursed, I am going to use physical dice. Give me a second. That is a... where was my perception modifier? That's performance. Oh, that is a 16. 15 plus 1.
16. There is what appears to be the front of this area, like the first 30 to 40 feet, don't contain the Spider Queen. They contain a relatively small passage. And what you see as you look to the left and the right, effectively, is you see there are sloped up rocks that you'd be able to walk up them and get like a minor vantage point. You can almost make out bits of wax there, but you can't fully make out if it's waxen creatures or not.
Riley,
Yes.
I'd like to grab a small rock nearby,
Okay.
cast a light cantrip on it, and fucking toss it in there.
I have to make a wisdom save for this dog. Cause it knows you're not trying to like throw something for it to catch, but it's a dog.
Oh.
No.
Okay, that's
Not
okay.
Dinosaur.
That's
Riley, you think I won't cast hold person on this dog? I fucking will.
It's not a person. I'm sorry. Hold person would
Riley,
probably
what
still
do you
work.
have?
I know. It got a 17, so it restrains itself pretty well. But you can see it really wants that rock.
It's
Fucking glowing.
tiny and bright, and you threw it.
And you threw it, and I
I
just
don't
wanna
need
nom
it.
nom nom.
I don't need it. I need it.
But the dog restrains itself, and Heinrich, you can make it a little more. There are, with help of Naomi here, there are waxen archers. There's one on the right side, and on the left there appears to be one. It's a waxen mimicry of like robes, like a thin waxen robe, like wax robe, effectively. That seems to be what's causing the heat.
We gotta kill the robe. Or destroy whatever
It
is
said
within.
attack an article of clothing, my guy. How the fuck do you want us to do that?
Well, apparently, from what Riley said, it's producing the heat.
I'm gonna produce some heat.
Is the heat
Makes
like...
a fire distract.
Does anyone have any type of, ranged weaponry?
Oresha proceeds to flip her dagger.
My hands. You know.
Give me a second. How far is this thing away?
It's only like it's like 15 feet away whenever you peek around the corner.
I'm
Alright.
throwing my dagger at it.
15 feet. I don't think we can make it through the
Tried to
doorway
hurt my
without
dog.
melting.
I want it dead.
As you wish.
It's 2 archers and what looks to be, oddly enough, a robe made of wax.
No. Like there's a creature wearing this robe.
There's a creature wearing a robe of wax.
So, what kind of creature is wearing this robe? Is it a wax creature too, or is it something else?
It is a wax creature to Heinrich's recollection.
It looks like a
Do any
creature.
of them seem silver?
Do any of them look silver?
No, neither of them look silver.
None of them look silver.
Alright then. Can I see
Russia's
this
throwing her
robe
dagger.
creature?
If you go up to where Heinrich is, yes.
Alright.
Russia's also going
Both
up to where
all
Heinrich
of
is
you
and
who are
Russia.
going up there now make stealth checks, as you are making a good bit more sound than one person.
Alright. Disadvantaged.
19.
Wait, hold on. Don't take... Okay,
That's-
D&D Beyond says you're forced to take disadvantage, but...
If he's wearing, are you wearing armor you're proficient with?
I am wearing armor I'm proficient with. Let me just check
Yeah,
what
don't
kind it is.
disregard
It's
it,
half
disregard
plate.
Yeah, ignore the disadvantage.
Oh, then do I need to roll twice, or which roll do I take?
What was the
Higher
first roll
one.
you made? I guess. Yeah, we'll do higher.
A 9.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say since we got a little goof there, I'll allow you to re-roll that.
All right.
Oresha, what'd you make? And
19, baby.
all right,
Uh,
Heinrich is fine. He hasn't been like detected yet.
10. Yay.
Oh, almost just as bad.
This is like the equivalent of like, hey bro, look at this cool frog I found, and everyone crowding around.
Hey, yo, I want a min. Hey, can I get one?
I need you guys to make. I need. Yeah, not Karrius. It's a single target spell at the moment. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Okay. Neato. All right, that's a 17.
17. You pass, so you are only going to take half damage.
From what?
Air bomb.
Did the creature like do something at me?
Yes.
As
Fail
you're
the check,
going,
and now you get hurt.
as you're doing stealth, given that you are wearing, I don't know. It's kind of weird to say you're wearing the heavy armor because technically I don't think you are. I think
It's more like a
Heinrich.
breastplate and maybe like some like a couple of like shin protectors, maybe.
Yeah.
Wearing chainmail.
You are not as quiet-footed as even Heinrich, Heinrich's fine, but you know what I mean. You're not as quiet-footed as some of his party, and the creature begins to walk. Heinrich, you see this creature, the wax creature wearing the wax robe begins to walk a bit forward on this like sloped-up rock, and it, having heard you, spots you, Karrius, and you take 3 points of heat damage.
All right. And I'll take this advantage. On reaction, I am going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Hell yeah!
Right.
Get it,
Oh,
King.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
You go, King.
What do I have to pass for Hellish Rebuke? I know it's a saving
Let me check here.
I believe it's a dex save.
It's got to make a Dex saving throw.
Oh, they're not good at those.
I fucking remember these things.
That is a fucking
That's why I
3.
just
All
do.
right.
Yep, it fails.
How much damage is
Time
it
to roll.
taking?
Let me roll 3d10 here.
3d10, double that number because it's wax and Hellish Rebuke is fire damage.
All right, 14.
14. All right. This creature just gets warped. Like, and it's
Whoa.
gone for a couple of seconds as fire, like, the heat around Karrius is enveloped in kind of like fire for a moment. Actually, you know what? How do you want to flavor this if you want to? Not how do you want to flavor it?
I guess, like, as, like, I'm trying to take out my sword, like, as I'm, like, hit by the flames, you'll see, like, a fucking jolt of magic come from the sword itself through my hand and shoot, like, bolts of flames at the wax creature.
Alright. The flames singe at the creature, and it's thrown for a loop directly. Before it doesn't vanish, but like the fire almost kind of opens up a little, like forcing the creature through. And whenever it comes back, its lower half is just like completely melted, and you can see little bits of what appear to be an almost silver like set of like leg bones and such. As the bones effectively they look sturdy, but because of the heat, most of the actual joints in them are fucked up, and it basically falls down prone.
Dude, the Silver Lady as a son. No. After seeing her friend be attacked, Oresha is going to just throw her dagger at one of the archers. Will this be considered a sneak attack?
That's where I'm going to stop you. We're going to initiate combat because the archers directly saw their friend get hit.
Damn it.
Right.
All right. You.
I need
Yeah, Hellish Rebuke, my beloved. What a
Hellish
handy
Rebuke.
roll. Hey, what a handy spell it is.
Oh my god, guys. I got an 18.
Alright, I'm gonna roll ignition.
What'd you get?
I
Oresha?
got a 4.
Four.
A 4.
4.
Carrius is still feeling that hit that he took. Just,
Yeah.
Logan.
Gruh.
Logan.
Logan.
Okay.
Logan. Dead. Actually,
Currently. Oh, what'd you get, Oresha, for your roll?
Yeah, 14.
Okay.
Riley, is the fucking dude gonna be following me wherever I move in combat?
He is, yes.
Am I allowed to use him as cover?
You could. Also, what did you
That's
get?
funny.
Actually,
Because he's-
it's Logan. I'm at. Yeah.
Because he's like fucking like twice as big as
He's
me.
fucking? No way.
He's
How?
In this situation?
I can't believe the wax creature's having sex with another wax
While we're
creature.
waiting while we are waiting for Logan, you guys want to hear a funny story about what
Okay,
happened?
sorry, I forgot I muted my mic. I made a 15.
Lamau!
Damn, we didn't get to hear Duck's funny story.
I have to write down initiative so you can tell it.
Okay, so they had all of the senior guys go into like the little hack area, Performing Arts Center, to have like a little meeting about like the rules and stuff like that because they're actually enforcing rules. Because last year they just didn't enforce any of the rules, but now they're actually doing it. So they pulled everyone inside of there. We're having this meeting. Of course, there's gonna be like some random guys like disrupting and stuff like that. It's normal. The lady then proceeds to say, if somebody comes and pauses, and then there's a guy that's like, whoa! And then everyone starts laughing.
Dude, that's awesome.
Whoa!
I couldn't help but snicker. It was hilarious. I could not. I was also sitting in like the front row, and I was like right in front of this lady, and I was like, I can't laugh too hard, or I'm gonna get fucking.
In trouble.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get my ass beat. Like,
So
it was still so funny. Though.
it is now Naomi's turn because Naomi rolled the highest.
Fuck.
Order is Naomi, Heinrich, Oresha, Mage, Archer, Karrius, Archer.
Can we get an F in the chat for Garrett?
The last in turn order, the second Archer rolled a 1. And they don't have any pluses to initiative. Their dex is just +0. Actually, their dex I should probably give them like a -1 or something like that because they're made of wax. And not really dexterous.
I'm gonna make you out of wax, Pinky Face.
That's so true. That's so true. That's so true. I will haunt you.
Haunt me. I bet you won't.
Yeah, Naomi.
Alright, so first of all, what I'm gonna do, right,
Mhm.
is, let's see, there's a mage and 2 archers, right?
Yes.
And the mage is what's causing the heat?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. I'd like to upcast Guiding Bolt at it.
Oh! I love Guiding Bolt. Guiding Bolt's such a good spell.
So I have to fucking roll to hit it.
I have to roll the hit, Lamau.
How far are you upcasting it?
Second level.
Okay.
That's a +4, so that would be a 19.
19 hits.
Okay, then it takes 5d6 damage.
Radiant. They're not resistant to radiant or weak to it, so they're neutral.
Okay, 5, 6, 11. Holy shit, 17, 18, 19, and I think I have one more, and then 25.
Mage is dead on arrival. As the radiant, I should probably describe how I see radiant a little bit. It's like a light, so it doesn't really do like burning. Like, it doesn't burn at first, but the higher the radiant damage, the more it begins to basically burn. So like 5d6, it's effectively you've melted the other half of this guy, and all that's left is a mock. It's not perfect. The anatomy's a bit off, and you can tell because it's just to adjust for the fact that what's atop it is wax, but it's a silver skeleton. But it is a silver skeleton with a few odd bits here and there, and some obvious magic bits to make sure it can still move.
And as my bonus action, is any one of the two archers within 60 feet of me?
They're within. Yes, they're very much within 60 feet.
Alright, I would like to use my bonus action to summon a spiritual weapon and fucking smack him in the face.
Alright.
Which one is the one that shot Not, I believe?
The one that hit Not was the mage. The mage is dead.
Okay, and so which one of them shot at my fucking dog?
You can't really tell. They're just
Whatever,
both
they both
archers.
Just
They're
pick
both getting
one.
hands anyway. Okay, so yeah, I just need to roll to hit with the spiritual weapon. 13.
A 13 does not hit.
Damn.
We have an
Alright,
AC of
well,
14.
There's a fucking floating sword there that's just sitting there now. And that's it for me.
Alright, it is now Logan!
Oh wait, yeah, I'd like to use my movement action to get behind the fucking big wax dude that's next to me.
Alright.
Use him as cover.
Hello.
It is
Who's
your
that?
turn, Logan.
It's your
Huzzah.
turn, Logan.
Alright, so now that basically the heat wave man is gone, he will try to go to one of the archers.
Alright. The whole
And-
getting to them, they're only like 15 feet away. They're very close to you.
Alright. Also, I have a question. What is hit DC? I forget.
What?
DC is what?
See?
Hit DC is a little +5 thing to like a whatever.
That means whenever you roll to hit, you add that number.
Oh fuck. Okay, that's nice. All right. Well, I will roll to hit with my war pick.
Your board pick.
War. I got an 11.
An 11 do not hit.
Ah,
I hate to see it.
I hate to see it. It's gonna be one of those other fucking situations again. God.
Waxy exterior makes your pick somewhat go through, but it slides off. Not dealing much damage, if any at all.
You effectively just like stab into wax, and you don't hit anything. You don't get. Technically, hitting the wax would damage them anyways, but in a proper, I guess, more realistic way, you'd be aiming to hit it hard enough to damage the actual skeleton inside. Like a real war pick. Except for that was armor they were going against, but you know.
Oh, okay. Hold on a
It's
second.
close to the same
I have
thing.
a bonus action.
Okay.
I have a bonus action.
Hold on a second.
I'm gonna put sanctuary on myself. That basically means any creature trying to hit me has to make a wisdom saving throw. If failed, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack.
Oh,
Alright.
It's a really good spell.
Ooh.
Cast on myself.
You have it for a total duration of about like eight-ish rounds, I think.
1 minute, yeah.
Yeah, about 8 to 9 rounds, so you should be good.
But hold on, let me read it.
Actually, no, you'd have it for like a grand total. Does it account? Hold up.
If
This,
the warded creature makes an attack, the cast spell effect
yeah.
deals. I think it basically says that by attack, I don't have it anymore.
I think. Okay, how many of you are
Yeah,
there?
yeah, yeah. If you have sanctuary, if someone has sanctuary, if they make an attack action against a hostile
three,
creature, then
four,
they lose
five.
sanctuary. But you can still like do healing and movement and talking.
You have sanctuary until next. Once we cycle through this first bit, you have sanctuary until next rotation at the first archer before Karrius. Because
Okay.
it accounts for a minute. It's not a minute your time, and each action is 7 seconds. I believe.
Okay.
So-
Each action is 6 seconds.
Yeah, 6
Each
seconds.
turn
Okay,
is
yeah. Then you have about like, you got a good
Up
bit as
until
long as you
mine.
don't make an action, basically.
Alright. Also, if they do follow through with trying to hit me, it just bounces back and hits them. If warded creature makes an attack, the cast spell affects an enemy or deals damage to another creature, the spell ends.
Yeah. But yeah, that's your turn, right?
That's my turn. Yep.
All
Go
right, let me go open up the order. Oresha!
Oh my god!
Yo! Yippee!
Okay. So, am I still in stealth?
Yes, you are.
Awesome. I think the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go around. So there's still the 2 archers, right?
Yeah.
Which one's the most hurt?
The first one is, because Naomi hit it.
I'm going to attack the second one then.
Actually,
go
wait,
over the
wait.
second
No,
one.
neither of them are hurt.
I did not hit it.
Yeah, and Logan also didn't hit, so neither of them are hurt.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to attack I'm just gonna attack the first one then.
Alright.
Action rapier, short sword, bonus action attacks. Rapier. Oh fuck!
What'd you roll?
Shit!
That's not a happy sound.
How do you
Guys, please
feel
don't
about
make me
that
carry this
roll?
combat encounter.
A nat 1?
Yeah, not one.
Okay, so what exactly are you trying to do? What were you trying to do?
I was just gonna go for like a thrust attack with my rapier. As just an action, and then I was gonna use my short sword as a bonus action to attack as well. I could get the sneak attack off, and then... damn. This is unfortunate.
Wow, both of those rolls were really, really decent. Does a 16 hit your armor class?
Yes! It does.
You are going to take... I need my tiny little die. Oh! I'm gonna lower that by 2. You know what? No, fuck it. How much health do you have? I need to know so I can measure... Ah, no, it'll be fine. Okay.
Fuck.
He doesn't quite fully mimic what you do, but he has a short bow, so he could just shoot you. But he kind of mimics you, this one you're fighting, and he pulls an arrow from, like, the quiver on his back, and
God,
stabs you with it, and you take 5 damage.
I take 5 damage?
5 damage.
Arrow.
Oh, that's not that bad.
It ain't that bad, yeah. I
was expecting a lot more, I'm gonna be honest.
Neither of these are magical, so...
Okay, well,
you
do
have
I
other
still get my
actions.
bonus action
Yeah,
attack?
yes, you
That's
still get your bonus action attack. If you roll a nat 1 on your first attack, you can still get your bonus action.
Okay. Okay, watch me get another natural 1. That'd be really funny. Watch me have jinx myself.
That would be silly.
Oh, okay. I assume this one isn't going to be considered a sneak attack, considering
It
it's
is
fucking
not.
hit.
Yeah, no, your position's been revealed. Actually, are you within 5 feet of them? Like, how close are you?
I have to be within 5 feet to do a melee attack.
Okay, then you have... Actually, wait. Heinrich, you're within 5 feet of him, aren't you?
Because I went to go do a melee attack.
Yeah, no.
Right.
You get your sneak attack damage because you're within 5 feet of an ally.
Oh, that was a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Awesome. So
This is what the
time
Ooh.
for rogue shenanigans. So you got short sword damage, which is 1d6. Okay, so then 2d6 from sneak attack. 16 damage to that one, and then I'm going to use Whales from the Grave
Mhm.
I can target a second creature that I see within 30 feet, and within 30 feet of the first creature, and it takes 1d6 damage.
Alright, so you target the other one with that.
Oh, yeah. So I just do, and then that other one takes 3 damage.
Alright. You get a good slash, and you effectively cut off the arm of this archer that stabbed you. His left arm. Not the one holding the bow, but like the actual one to draw. They have relatively normal hands because they have to use the bow. And you pull off your side. Given that your dad was a blacksmith in, effectively the Infernal Realm, he got access to a lot of interesting different things, and you got to... You didn't necessarily keep them, but you stole them once, you know, the stuff happened with your father and your mother. One of them was living bits of metal. They aren't particularly useful because they're not magic living, like you couldn't make a sentient sword, but they're still living creatures. You effectively take one of those off your side and just like... I want to flavor it as you pull out your blacksmith hammer and you crack the hammer against it, and that's how you do your as it stands, because you need the soul things, the soul tokens. You basically just crack it against and kill the thing within fully. And the other one takes how much damage?
The other one took 3. So the one Whales of the Grave did 3 damage to the other one.
All right.
But I didn't attack with a melee attack. The melee attack did 16 damage.
All right. The first one is looking decently wounded. Probably about around half health at this point, and the other one is looking not untouched, but as like they're like pulled, as it tries to like hold where its ears would be for a moment, it is, you know. And that's your turn, right?
Yep.
All right, it is now the first archer's turn, and he is going to have to use. He doesn't have a sword. But his other hand forms into a blade, effectively, like the first one you encountered in the cell. And he's going to try to hit you, Oresha.
Fuck you!
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
All right.
Again, I need some better armor. I think that's my next thing. Is I get better armor for myself.
I went to pull up my D6, and it's...
But you pull out a D12?
No, okay, no. I went to pull up my D6, because it's like short sword damage. I pull up my D6, and it like fell into like my blanket, and I thought it just disappeared for a moment. Like I could not find it. You take 2 damage. And
awesome. Thank God they don't do that much damage.
Yeah. One moment. Okay. It's going to take its other action. It does not have an extra attack.
Action surge.
It is going to take its other action, and it is going to attempt to hide.
Oh.
It doesn't do a good job of it. It how to put it? This area, like the area they're on, kind of fades more into almost marble, like more waxed marble kind of thing in some spots. And you can see some like piles of hardened wax. It doesn't like try to reform itself into that pile, because that would kill it effectively. It tries to hide against it, and given that it has a short bow on it and a quiver, it doesn't exactly do a good job. It is now.
It rolled like a 3 or 4.
It rolled a 13, and I was gonna say a perception check, but 13. If you rolled a 13, Oresha, I would not allow you to have hidden. So
You want to know something really funny?
What?
I have a passive perception of 12.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Actually, what is everyone? What is everyone's pat? You know what? I can look at it. I have everyone's sheets open right now. Okay.
My passive perception is 12.
Okay, no, he did hide. He did. Okay.
He did hide.
Yeah, all of you, including Karrius as well. Yeah, you guys don't see him anymore.
I don't know why I said anything.
Where'd he go?
Aw, fucking
The
dog.
players see him like going up against this little patch, but our characters are like, huh?
It is now your turn, Karrius.
Yay! I get to do things. Wahoo! All right. So how wide is this corridor?
It is about 60 feet across total.
All right. So plenty of room. So there's still 2 archers left.
One of them has just disappeared within a pile of, like, wax. The other one is still there, like, he's ready to fuck shit up. He's like, you know, he's got the fighting stance.
All right. How far am I away from him?
You're only like 10, 15 feet.
All right. I'll just run it over him and just give him a little stab with the sword.
All right, roll to hit.
All right. I guess I'll go for, like, run over and do, like, a 2-handed overhead slash on him.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 11.
An 11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh, come on! That's the one thing I can do!
Oh, bother!
There goes my one action.
Guess what I've done? Guess what I done? Nothing as well.
I thought you were gonna say, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, there's my one thing. I guess I'm
But,
just now
you got a
next to
bonus
this
action,
guy.
correct?
Yeah, you should have a bonus action. Can you... I have your sheet open as well, so I can check if you have anything. You have two-hand fighting. Two-weapon fighting. Oh,
I
wait.
do? I don't know why
Yeah.
that's there.
Basically, what 2-weapon fighting is
Do you have another light melee weapon on you?
Oh,
wait, let me
a javelin?
You
I don't think that
you
counts
do
as
have
weapon.
daggers.
I do have
Yeah.
I don't know why that's 2-weapon fighting. I don't remember putting that on.
Well, I also have it. I don't know why.
You could
Yeah.
also do Hexblade's Curse if you wish as well, because that's a bonus action.
Did we have a short rest recently?
You haven't used it yet. I don't think.
No, I have.
Oh yeah, no, you guys have had a short rest.
Okay, then I get it back.
I
Have you had
consider
a short rest yet?
I consider fights are between fights a short rest technically, because see in D&D rules you're supposed to have like 7 short rests a day, and like 7 fights a day, but I'm no, so.
No.
Okay, so I could curse.
You could curse.
I mean,
2-weapon fighting. You
I-
also have Misty Step.
I didn't like spec into 2-weapon fighting like at all. I don't know why that's there.
I mean, if you want to change that, you
I'm
can.
pretty sure everyone
I don't know
has
how I
two
can change that.
You
honestly.
can you can go into build the editor. It's the fighting
No,
style you pick.
What?
Is it abilities? Where do I change that?
Yeah, because like I went into my my character editor, and I can't find anywhere where it even says that I have
Oh.
2-weapon fighting, except for on my sheet.
Fighting is a
It's your fighting style. I know it's one of the fighting styles. Because there's
It is.
archer,
bonus
defense.
action to weapon fighting. Look at bonus actions.
Unless you just have it. Like you
Everyone
think.
just has it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
Pretty sure everyone just has
strange.
2-weapon fighting. Because everyone can swing 2 weapons. Like, it's not hard to swing 2 different weapons.
But I'm pretty
Versus
sure if
everyone
you
only
just.
has 2 hands.
I think if you do something like that, you'd probably have to do. I'd say if you were dual wielding, you'd have to give up your bonus action to be able to dual wield. But I mean, that's basically what 2-weapon fighting is, anyways.
Yeah.
So. Anyways.
There is yeah, I don't really got much else.
All right.
So I guess I just miss.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Unfortunate as it is.
Damn, he got me good.
Literal. Then it is the other archer's turn. And he is going to go for Naomi.
Do I have full cover with this big dude? Does he give me full cover
He doesn't.
or half cover? If he gives me half cover, I think I get like a +6 to AC or something.
It's gonna just be if he has to hit a good. He has to hit. I'm gonna say to rule this, because he's wax. I'm gonna say I have to hit 2 or 3 points above your AC. If
So you're basically giving me. I get +3 AC for this.
yeah, because +6 I wouldn't be able to hit you probably.
I think full cover gives you a full +6, and like
Yeah.
part cover.
Oh
gives
yeah,
you,
if you were in full cover, you'd have a 24. I physically could not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to hit that. So I have to get at least a 20 to hit you right now. That does not hit. The waxen man takes a arrow straight to the chest. He doesn't really react.
Oh, I was expecting him to face me.
I mean, he's kind of looking at you. His head swivels like an owl. And he's kind of just staring at you as he like slightly moves a little bit, because, you know, he just got an arrow to the chest. And... One moment. Gotta check something, because these guys are rangers, so... They're just rangers without very much, you know... The few advantages a ranger gets. Yeah, no, he that's just its turn. It is now Naomi.
Nah, what?
Alright, so first, I would like to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on Duck,
Alright.
which gives Duck a +2 bonus to AC.
Alright.
Oh, cool.
I know, right? Aren't you so glad that I'm
Plus
here?
Bonus to AC.
Yeah.
Okay. Check bonus.
Fucking nerd.
Shield of Faith. Awesome. Added it to my character.
That's only for like 10 minutes though. And it's concentration too. And then for my regular action, how far is Duck away from me?
About 10 feet.
Yes.
That's half my movement. Why am I so slow? God damn.
Why are you so slow?
Shit.
Because you're a small creature.
It's probably because I'm a small creature and then I'm wearing chainmail.
I don't think chainmail decreases your movement.
Wearing heavy
speed.
armor decreases your movement speed.
I don't remember it ever doing that. What the?
Let me
It
see.
does do
Hold
that.
on.
It's only if you're not proficient, I believe.
Yeah,
I'm
it's only if you're
proficient
not
in heavy
proficient.
armor.
And every single night when my dog would come home tired, he'd went out with his cold.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna head up to Duck, you know, and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Wait, hold on. I never had my shield equipped. I just realized.
Sucks to be you, my guy.
Let me hurry or quickly equip it.
Shit. Let's see. Give me a second. Fucking D&D's being slow.
D and Dusty. Is that all you can do, Naomi?
Let me get the healing for Cure Wounds real quick.
Yo.
Fuck.
Just look up D&D Cure Wounds.
Oh, I can see it. It was being slow, you
Look
dumb
up
bitch.
D&D inflation.
D&D information.
What?
Oh,
Did you know?
Oh?
Did you know the amount of people who play D&D now has been quite inflated through the years due to the popularity of Critical Role. If you want to know the specific statistics, look up D&D inflation.
I don't think I want to.
shit,
Miles.
my dice fell. I can't see it.
Said what now?
A dice fell, I can't see it. Okay, you recover 7 HP, Duck.
Nice. 7. I almost did damage instead of healing. But
Cool. And then what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna give you the medallion so you can use the wax man as cover.
I don't need to do that.
You can do it anyway, bitch.
I'm
Cry
not
about it.
going to use that. I'm literally not going to use that.
She fucking puts the medallion in your pocket, so unless you throw it somewhere, it's yours.
I'm going to throw it into your skull.
You just like fucking impale Naomi's skull with this fucking coin. Just
It's not even a coin, it's a spider thing.
it's a medallion, which is
It's an
basically a coin.
emblem.
Like the fire emblem?
I was thinking that exact thing, but I have constraint, so I didn't say
No,
it.
Garrett.
Er,
No, Garrett.
I guess it took a lot of willpower
Is
out
that
of you.
all you can do, Garrett?
Yep, that's it for me.
Alright, so I think it's my turn.
All right, it is your turn, Logan.
How many things are left?
There is
I know
one of them is hiding, and the other one is just kind of there.
Alright, well, I guess the only thing I can really do is try to hit him again. No. Do-do-do-do. Unnatural 20, 15 plus 5.
Okay, that hits. Their AC is a 14.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. They do 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. The man with the fucked up arm. He is the other one that is left.
Oh wait, no. The reason why I didn't equip the shield is because I'm trying to make my arm a shield.
Yeah. He is dead. As you don't. How to put it?
I'm dead.
No, not you. You're using your
dead.
You're using your war axe. Your like war pick, right?
Yes.
Given that you've seen where the skull is located on one of these creatures, like a maniac with an ice pick, you go straight for the fucking skull, and it works as you slam it straight into this thing's head, and are with a lot of force that in a normal world would probably mean you might have to sharpen that blade a little bit. You go straight in and have to pull out with extreme force. And it falls, and the wax begins to melt away. The quiver and shortbow have also fall to the ground.
Oh, killed it! He's gonna pull out he's gonna pull out his war pick from the skull. It wouldn't. Slightly easier than I thought. Is the thing dead, or is it?
It's dead as hell.
Ah.
You can see the silver skeleton, and you hit right in the middle, like middle top of its skull from the front.
Yeah.
If that was a person, they would also be dead as hell.
Because I hit the fucking skull with a war pick.
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. Silver skeleton? Their bones are made of silver. Take the bones. Nah, I'm kidding. That'd be desecration of a grave, and Heinrich isn't fond of that.
Naomi would kill
You
you.
know what I could do? I could use the silver from their bodies to make weapons.
You could if you wanted to.
Would not be proud of you.
But you see, if the bones are made out of silver, someone made the bones, so
Yeah.
they're not actual people.
This isn't really desecrating the grave of something that was truly living. Now, the one that Naomi is with, like the one that's staring at Naomi, head backwards like an owl, that one, killing that one, that would be a desecration. And, like, stealing from it would be a desecration. These are just constructs. They don't really have, like, a sentience or a soul.
Oh, okay, so the bones are up for grabs.
Yeah, you're free to just have, like, 40 pounds of bones if you want. Not 40 pounds, but you know what I mean.
Give me the silver bones. So I can sell them to some kind of jeweler.
Is that your turn, Heinrich?
That is my turn.
Oresha! It's your turn. You
Oh my God,
can actively make a perception check to try to find this guy. It's not going to be hard.
I will do that. Oh my god.
I'll
I'll
laugh if you get a bad roll. It'd be so
All
funny.
he did was
That's
stand
a
very
natural
still.
Oh, that's a 21.
Yeah, you definitely spot him. He seems to be dipping the arrows in this wax. But like, how to put it? He scraped a bit of wax off himself, which is kind of like liquefied a little bit. Dipped his arrow and is trying to dip it into some of this wax that's on the ground.
I charge him immediately.
Alright.
I'm going to make 2 attacks. I don't think anyone is near him, so I do not get sneak attack.
Yeah, no one is near him. He's a good 10 feet away from everyone else. He's just behind one of the piles, so effectively.
Awesome. So, first attack with Rapier. Natural 20! Let's go!
Alright, first fucking nat 20 of the session.
Yeah,
And we're only 2 hours in, and we're gonna go for a little more than 2 hours, probably, because we spent the first, 15 minutes not doing anything, and not got here late, so...
I rolled
So,
double
it's
the
gonna
Hey,
dice, and
don't
I
feel like me
also-
getting late means you have to go any longer than you want to.
Oh, no, don't worry. Oh, we also didn't do the session
can-
last week, so...
There was also moments where people left to go do something, so we stopped for a second.
Right.
Yeah.
So we could cut that down.
Anyway, so I rolled 2 damage dice, but I also doubled the amount of modifier I add to it, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure. Awesome. That's sick. 15 points of damage, piercing damage with my rapier.
You
Then
slash...
short sword attack. How is it 12?
A
Is it
12?
hit?
No, I'm sorry.
No.
Oh.
I'm so sad.
No.
Oh, no. I'm just looking at Sneak Attack right now. Just thought I'd look, you know?
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright, you get a stab in, towards its neck, and the blade goes through, but it doesn't kill him as you have to pull it out. It does a good bit of damage, though. Actually, this is technically a spoiler, not for story stuff. Later down the line, I might make them resistant to piercing, depending on what they are. The heavier ones, not these ones. These ones are like, they're normal, and even a good amount of wax, like, you can still go through it. But like the heavier, like the more hard-baked ones later down the line will be resistant.
So you're telling me I have to do more bludgeoning damage?
Eventually, you will probably have to get a weapon with bludgeoning, yeah. But for now, or just use fire.
you're telling me
They're
to-
directly weak to fire.
So you're telling me to repair this weapon that I've had in my inventory for a long time?
Whenever you want to, yes. I meant to go to
Okay.
campaigns, so I have to check something.
I meant to go to the campaign.
Yes.
I actually went to your mom's house.
Oh yeah! What the
Please let me
fuck?
get out of here. I don't know how to leave.
I don't like this woman. Let me out. Fucking sound effect for everybody else.
I forgot to bring my lunch. I want to go home.
It is
I
now.
forgot to bring my lunch. I want to go.
Karrius, it is your turn.
Oh boy, am I still next to this archer guy?
No, he is dead. But you watched Oresha rush the one that like disappeared from sight, and you now know where he is. He's like only
Alright.
he's like 10 feet away.
You trying to hit my fucking dog?
All right, you know what? I'm gonna just throw an eldritch blast at him.
Alright.
Watch you get a natural 1 on this hit and fucking hit me in the face. Be
That's
so
an 11 to hit.
Just this once. I'll let it slide. You have not rolled a single good roll.
Carrius.
I'll give you.
fine.
I'll give you
the
benefit of
utility.
the doubt here.
No, if it doesn't hit, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, Karrius. Is there anything else you want to do?
Utility warlock.
Nope.
I like to imagine he pouts like a middle schooler whenever it happens.
Like he misses.
Like
Aw.
just like arms crossed, like head down slightly to the left, looking away from his dad.
Slightly to the left. I love it. I love how you didn't even miss that specific little detail.
It is now this archer's turn, and he is
I like these creatures anyway. I don't want them. They're
fine.
I want to get wax on my sword.
You're not even that cool, anyways. They suck. Alright, you get rolled to hit. Does a 14 hit you, Oresha? I don't think it does.
No, not with Shield of Faith. Thank you.
That's so
Naomi.
true.
You're so fucking welcome. Love
Naomi?
you, babe.
I owe you. Don't let me forget that.
You owe me a lot of things. If you want to think
Don't
about it.
stop. I gotta pop out for a second. Take a phone call.
Alright.
No.
So the thing misses. Trying to stab you with this arrow, because, like I said, he doesn't have a short sword or anything, so he's resort to using his arrows. He misses. And you guys hear, not a loud sound, but the sound of bones. And rolling just a 14, just enough to hit, Caesar basically jumps right past you, Duck, and right by, like, the side of the head, effectively... How to describe this? I need you to imagine a dog body slamming somebody with their mouth. Because, like, he's at, like, the edge of where this is. And the fall down is only, like, 20 feet. It's not enough to cause you damage. But since it's a running bite attack with some weight, I get to roll damage on this. Where the
Awesome.
fuck is my D12? Goddamn.
D12? Yo, this dog kind of pog, bro. I just
Yeah.
wanted a pet dog, but now he's pog as hell. What the heck?
It takes 11 damage, and you don't hear it. You don't hear it like melt. You hear the sound as it kind of echoes through the cave. You hear the sound of this wax slam into the ground below, and you can hear some of the like its silver skull crack.
Jesus.
And
Dog cracked a silver skull? Holy, bruh. Holy, what the?
and after a moment, Caesar comes back up, and he just kind of looks. He just kind of looks at you.
Oresha proceeds to give him all of the head pats. He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
If it could bark, it would be barking. If its tail worked, its tail would be wagging.
It would be such a good boy.
That is combat. And, as it stands, there's no heat blocking you from going further into this room. And Naomi, the guy is still, like, watching you. As he solved the spider thing.
He can come along too, I guess.
He's doing a lot too,
He
I
can
guess.
have he can have a little salami.
If he had a tongue, if he had a jaw to eat it. He does, but, you know, it'll fall out of him. Is that the end of the encounter?
Yeah,
There is.
yeah.
Woohoo! Okay, so we don't have to go in initiative order.
Let's
Alright.
go!
Heinrich is gonna bend down, kind of pet the dog. You did well.
He's such a good boy. Oh my god.
Alright, now.
I
for
don't
the
think
wheel.
anyone else is wounded, right?
Nope.
I'm very much hurt.
I'm back!
Wait, how much
Welcome
damage
back.
did you take?
You
She took 10.
Well,
you held her for
so what
7.
happened is I got hit for a total of 7, and you healed me 7, so I'm still back at 19. but my
Karrius is
max
missing health as
24.
well.
Hey. It's only like
5.
5. I'll be fine.
I'm missing
5 health. That is it. That is a fifth.
me and
of my
Carrius
health.
are both missing 5 health. That's hilarious.
All
Oh
right.
my
Okay,
god,
so-
Carrius,
well-
twinsies!
Well,
Wait,
actually,
they
I
did-
will use closed wound on both of them and allow them to roll a hit dice. To
Oh, I
regain
was
it.
gonna say like we could use the wax because they did mention it has healing properties.
That replaces flesh.
Yeah, and I don't want to be
okay.
partially made of wax.
That'd be kind of weird. I understand that I'm undead already, but I still think it's a little weird. I forgot what my hit. I think it looked like
It's
my hit-
gonna get a little ugly.
Oh, it's a, I forgot rogues is a D8. Awesome.
Where do I...
D8. Is there any plus to this roll? Or is it
You
just
can add your con.
add my con? Okay, that's
Where
that's
is it?
nice,
Oh,
actually.
does this sheet even keep track of hit die?
I mean,
Ow, my leg.
If you want to check your hit die, you can go to manage character and levels and go to your class.
we should have three hit dies.
You have 3 of a certain dice.
3d8.
I'm now
yeah.
only missing 1 HP. Thanks, Naomi. You did a really good job. Pats Naomi's head.
You are 3 seconds away from
Again,
dying.
I owe you. I owe you. I
Oh,
owe
hey!
you.
I healed 10 hit points. Nice, I'm back to full.
Og.
Ah.
Yeah, Naomi would be reveling in the victory, but this dude is still just kind of staring at her.
Rush is going to take
I
this.
think-
Much better.
I think we should probably give it the medallion.
Yeah, but what's it gonna do now?
Well,
Rush
give
is
it the
taking
medallion
the
so we see.
medallion.
So we see.
Come on.
I can't argue with that. And we gives the thing the medallion.
It gives you
I'm
an
gonna guess we-
appreciative
I'm gonna-
nod.
Does
Go on.
anyone want the free arrow in its chest?
Oresha proceeds to take the arrow out of its chest.
Although, I would say this, it would be best not to harm it.
Oh, I didn't do that.
No, it's fine. The wax creatures we already fought were just constructs, really. This, however, is somehow multiple people in one.
Rush is now going to just start walking around to gather up all the silver bones.
Alright. You get a
So this is sort of like
I'm
a...
gonna-
Into her bag.
Okay.
Oh, that's a walking wax graveyard. Ugh.
I'm gonna guess we don't level up from that.
You do
encounter.
not. That was
It
like fighting some bandits.
I one-shot the mage, guys.
Do I roll
It wasn't that hard.
Do I roll anything to
I'll
Wait,
say.
you didn't want... Hey, I got a hit on it with Hellish Rebuke.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah,
That's true.
that's half and half, baby.
Griffin,
do I
the
roll
one hit I got in that encounter. Yay!
for the collection of silver bones?
Just make me an investigation.
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 Okay, I'm not too great, but let's see what happens. 12. That's
You
not
get about.
great, but
You
it's
get
not
about.
terrible.
You get about. I will detail these in a DM at some point, so I can keep them
Awesome.
noted. But you get about 12. About 12 of these bones. A
12
variety
silver
as
bones.
well.
Putting that in the notes section of my character. I also have 6 ingots of metal.
Yeah. See.
6 ingots of metal and 12 silver bones. I can't wait to craft a weapon out of these things.
Yeah.
Kill vampires.
And werewolves.
Yeah, I was gonna say as werewolves.
Daywalking vampires also have vulnerability to silver weapons.
Yeah.
Told you, vampire.
The Waxen man, he just continues walking forward, and he is not melted. In fact, he walks into the darkness forward, and you hear a stone grating sound effect. As the room begins to light up slightly, there are torches all over the bit of the walls, and some of it's like natural crystals that are being powered somehow by some sort of source. Some of it is actual torches placed by the miners who had been digging here originally.
Hey guys, I think you might want to take a look at this.
It's right behind me, isn't it? bad day to be a waxen man.
Okay, I can tell I'm somewhere that isn't Earth.
I'm somewhere I wouldn't exactly
I'm not
call
getting this
Earth.
anymore.
And I can fucking use
place
magic,
called
and I'm
Flat
killing wax creatures.
Yeah, that's a thing I do now.
I'm in a place called
Yeah, and I'm
Flat
traveling with a talking fox girl.
Okay.
Bro, Drake's
Marble
the kind of guy
ass
to walk into
dialogue.
a cabin and be like, this place so comfy.
Hey guys, why am I a succubus?
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be in hell?
I don't know, but I have this weird eye thing that's happening.
Whoa,
I'm
that's
seeing
crazy.
freaking magic marks.
Bro,
My friend's
I'm not
arm
gonna
is
lie, it
goop.
looks like I'm high, but I'm not.
I don't think you look high necessarily, but I mean, if you want to headcanon that
It looks
Oresha's
like I'm high.
Oresha's eye, yeah, it looks like she's consistently blazed out of her fucking mind, sir.
No, fuck, worded it
Also-
wrong.
I thought of an idea. It's stupid, but I kind of thought of it. Okay, so some magic has abilities to it, like, fireballs, fire magic. And I thought of a spell called Confusion. Confusion, basically, instead of it just making you confused, it basically is just like, now you are like, the character thinks in the mind of you. So basically, they just become you for like 30 seconds or however
It's really
long.
confusing.
It's confusing. They're like, why am I hungry for mac and cheese right now? What?
Why do I hate women now?
Man, I really,
I just became obscenely racist. What
man,
the
I
fuck?
kind of want to, man, I really want to fuck Oresha over there. What? What?
Whose fucking brain in here is saying they want to fuck a Russian?
Logan's
Tell me, Logan.
apparently.
Not mine.
Nah,
I did
nah,
that as
nah,
an
nah,
example.
nah, 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 nah. You know what you said, Buster.
You want to fuck the demon, bitch?
Excuse me, what the
I
fuck
want
is
to die.
Bolster?
You want to
I
rush
said
the suck the
Buster.
life out of your
Buster.
cock?
You, dude. Someone needs to give you new ears, bro. You gotta get some new ears, man. Go down to the
I
ear
really need to
store,
get my
idiot.
ears checked. Need to get my ears
Go to
checked.
the ear store, dummy. It's so funny.
No, I said that as an example, okay? I don't want to fuck Oresha, okay? It's that one commercial with the guy on the screen. There is no.
There
not
is
give-
no.
Do not give the homeless population heroin, and then give them pickaxes and say there is gold under major highway systems.
I will give them cheeseburgers.
Ah, yes.
That's all.
But the room begins to light up as you see this waxen man is kneeling before this spider, dead spider queen, and has put it like in like. It's like leaning forward almost, as if it like the body's like leaning forward as if it was ready to receive something. He's put this emblem in effectively the top of its head, where you imagine you'd be able to see brain at if you were to look there, and the thing seems to come to life. The waxen man is quickly eaten by this spider, though. Like the spider, one bite.
Oh.
And then it begins to stare at you guys.
Hi.
Guys, I think you might want to look at this.
You're gonna want to see this.
Oh, I
want
got
to
it.
check this out.
Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Frank's the type of guy to type some numbers on a computer and say I'm in.
Guys, we might have a
Oresha's
problem
just
here.
gonna slowly wave to see if it's hostile.
It
Like,
doesn't
hello.
seem to be, and it like waves back.
Slowly approach.
As you approach it, it motions to what appears to be a small like cocoon, and there appears to be like a creature, like a humanoid in it.
Oh god, it's its lunch. We're gonna feed it.
Do you want us to get that out, or
Sorry, my brain just went, what if it like took its very large like pincer legs and put them together like the fingers together, fucking
like a bee.
like
Like a fly.
but
Kind of like rubbing their hands.
it
together.
I think the funny thing is that they can kind of do that.
they can, yeah. It nods
absolutely
once you
can,
mention letting whatever it is in the cocoon free.
Oresha is going to slowly make her way over,
The cocoon
and
is
then summon her dagger.
Mhm.
Show it to the spider, and it's going to slowly use the dagger to just like cut through the cocoon.
What falls from the cocoon is oddly enough,
Slurry.
is a weird mix between an orc and a spider person. It is roughly 7
Yeah.
foot tall. It is rather muscular, because it's an orc. Obviously, they're kind of built for tough. And it has like spider legs on its sides and like its back, so it like you could envision it climbing up a wall.
Oresha looks at it,
an orc fucked the spider.
Oresha's gonna look at this orc spider person, and is going to look back at the spider, just like, what the fuck?
Did by any chance did you copulate with an orc?
It's funny to me that you guys think you have to fuck something to put something on you.
That's true.
This isn't a donkey and the dragon situation. I can absolutely assure you.
I'm gonna guess it was more or less assimilation.
Sorry, I just read a pretty horrible tweet, but it was funny.
Am I right?
The
Oresha's gonna
spider,
turn her dagger back into the tattoo. So
the spider just kind of like nods as the half orc, half spider thing begins to stand up slowly, and he like kind of like brushes the top of his head for a moment, you know, as if it's been hit against stone, which it kind of was given where it fell, but it also wasn't. Not enough to really
Oresha,
hurt.
despite being 6'2", looks up at this man.
Oh yeah, no, he's like 7'3". No, he's tall.
How tall is Heinrich again? Like 7 foot something.
Hold on, let me check. I think it was 7'3".
Watch this shit.
You're gonna make it 1 inch taller. Yeah, 7'3".
They're the same height.
Lord,
All
they're
right.
the same height.
In a rather
Orcs.
uncharacteristic voice, for an orc, it speaks. Oh goodness, it has been quite a long time since I've been freed from this cocoon.
What the? Oh my god! I need to take a walk. Oresha starts walking away. What? Oh.
Oh.
Excuse me, what happened to your face? And like parts of your other body?
His face is normal. Well, he does have like the weird kind of like spider fangs coming off of his face.
Mandibles?
Yeah, like the mandibles. Oh, these? I simply got these through doing work for my beloved queen. And he motions to the spider queen, and she just kind of waves at you guys.
Oresha comes back. Wait a minute. Wait. So you're a spider that took the body of an orc?
Effectively, yes.
Oh my god, my brain.
First
works
time
so
I've ever
hard.
heard that.
So you're, in a way, controlling the body of a dead orc.
Not dead, no, it's still living. I just took over its mind and replaced it entirely.
So you wait.
Roy,
How did you do that?
that's horrific.
It's not horrific if he simply gave up his body to do so.
Well,
Right.
So he willingly
even-
did this.
even then, it's still horrific.
Yes. I'm not quite seeing the problem here.
What?
It's just we've just never seen many spider hybrids. Of any kind.
Well, there should be more of them. He like goes to look at where all the eggs are, and he just kind of like stares at all these empty, long dead eggs. Oh yeah, that whole thing.
Did the miners come in? Did miners come in?
What
and
did
destroy
happen to
them?
them?
You know how whenever you kick a hornet's nest, the hornets attack you?
Is that what
Yes.
happened with you, the miners? The miners were the hornets?
Some
No,
miners
they're the
and
people
some
not.
mages. I'm not quite sure though
That
why they
makes
were
more
like.
sense.
How to put it? Actually, I should probably. Oh, golly gee, mind my manners. Golly gee, that actually sucked. Why did I say that?
Corny
No,
ass
no, no,
serpent.
It's staying. It's staying. He didn't.
Corny.
No,
It's
you said
staying
it.
in. You
It's
can't-
staying.
you can't
I'm
get
not
rid of it.
changing it. No, don't worry. He holds his hand out to shake. I am Garrett.
You're Garrett.
What?
Garrett.
Well, I'm not the one
Garrett.
to
Oh,
fall back
okay.
from
I
introductions.
thought I was about to
I'll,
have to kill you.
I'll go up to shake his hand. Karrius.
It's nice to meet you and your entourage.
We are a very strange entourage.
Yeah.
That's one way to put it,
As she,
yes.
Gestures to herself, being what she is.
I do have a question for you.
Yes.
What is with all of the living wax down here?
Oh. Well, if you got this far, I'm assuming you went through that ship, right?
Oh, yes, we have. I've been guided by the being that sort of was using the ship as a home.
I like to call
Mhm.
it the flesh.
The watching, I believe.
The intruder.
Oh, intruder.
My queen and what was once our consorts and such, we've been here a very long time. In fact, if you were to pull older tablets from more orc ruins, I could read them outright. The older dialect, which is not spoken much more by them, at least to my knowledge. We've been here a couple hundred years, if not more, at this point. One day, a ship wrecks, and for a while everything is fine. It just kind of gets into the cave, and to my understanding, from what I heard from the mages before we kind of eviscerated them, the ship grew malignant, something like that. Kind of became a being. Slithered its way into the cave. Some result of magic, and I don't know fully, but some result of magic and probably some leftover will or intent of what was the crew at one point. I could not say, though. Some people found out, and, well, the mages from it that were still left then hid here for a while. They began to mine and mine until they got in contact with a local town and established a proper mine. This did not bode well. They began taking our crystals. These walls used to be covered in them. The beautiful iridescent crystals. Those torches on the wall, those infernal burning sticks, those used to be crystals there that lit this place naturally, and they took them. When we tried to negotiate them, they just simply began to kill us, and it went from there.
Don't I have a couple of those crystals on me?
You do.
Riley?
You have a little bit.
You're just gonna drop him?
Maybe maybe I shouldn't tell him that I have these.
It's not like he can't like sense them, so yeah, you probably shouldn't tell him.
Oresha's gonna walk over to Garrett. Does your queen have a name?
At one point she did. Though it has been lost to time. I don't remember. My mind is still fuzzy. I've been in that cocoon for... Well, it's the only thing that's been sustaining me for nearly 200 or 300 years at this point. I was unfortunately unable to help with the last bit of our attacks, and it seems it was a standstill. Unless one of you is a mage of their sort, in which he walks over to the cocoon and begins to pull out what appears to be a sword made from a rather large spider leg. Not as big as, like, the queen's, but, like, it's a decent size. If such is the case, and you were the last of your sort, I would like to finish you off.
None of us are part of whatever.
No. You see, we are travelers of sorts. I was brought here because I've been told there is a very special tome that resided somewhere within the ship or here, and now I find myself in a mine.
You lovely people.
A tome, you say? Do you have any other details on it? I think I might know where that is, but the path is winding, and
goody, a guide. Another one.
I've been told that I need to go through many trials of many kinds, to go through truths and all of this, to attempt to find this tome. All I know is that it is a book that exists.
Well, if you are going through all of this, should be a safe area from it all. I'd hope.
I was told by whoever sent me there they would help me with, something along the lines of breaking curses.
Well, I can't help you with it, but I'm sure we can find what you're looking for. This area, relatively speaking, is out of their control. They cannot exert their will here. So, any illusions or anything you see, that would be caused by me, the queen, or what remains of our court.
I see.
They shouldn't be harmful to you, I'd imagine, but some of them have lost their mind over time.
Oh, that's
well.
Good to know.
We do thank you for your hospitality, for not killing us on sight.
Oh, but of course.
Honestly, I feel kind of bad that I thought we would have to fight you guys. I feel a little bad now.
Spiders get that sort of rep. I can understand why. I mean, the average person, if I told them I had taken over this body, even though they'd given in and let it happen, they'd probably just attack me on sight still. I mean, it's not that immoral, but, you know. And you haven't, so...
I'm just curious, but could I maybe look at that sword for a second?
Oh, this?
I'm curious. Yes.
Just don't damage it. It appears to be it's not quite a great sword. It's a little in between. It's more of a long sword. But the back of it is, like, very arched, and if you really want to, you could use it as, like, a piercing weapon if you flipped it around, like a stinger, effectively.
Oh.
So it's more of a curved... It's kind of like a curved, almost greatsword sort of thing. It is rather polished.
The, like, edge of the... like, where the blade is supposed to be, just to see how sharp that is.
It is definitely sharp. It does, like, prick you.
Ooh.
The blade itself...
I'm just curious. Is this something... is this, like, a leg of, like, a fallen ally? Or did you, like, make this into... this?
It is the leg of the traitor.
The traitor?
I'm not sure if the stories still persist to this day. I'm rather old, mind you. Do humans still talk of the traitorous dragon?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay, well then I guess I'll try to describe it as best as I remember it. It might have been on
Russia
this.
pulls out a little notebook.
Might have been on this continent. It might not have. I'm not quite sure. I'm not even sure if I'm still on the right continent anymore.
Do I know of it?
You do know of different traitorous dragons, but you don't know if, without him describing it on hand, you don't know, like, if it's one of the ones you know yet.
Alright.
There was a small war between humans and dragons over land at one point. Some odd mix of what they call dragonborn, I believe, as well. A bunch of infernal lizards with some weird bodies. And during that little conflict, one of the dragons who wasn't particularly loved by the others switched to the human side and showed the weakness of the dragons. No, it didn't fully work out. No side really ever won. I don't know if there's still a conflict going or not. I imagine there would be, given the nature of dragons and the nature of humans and other humanoids. But effectively, a dragon just kind of helped them along in their development on how to kill dragons. Seize this land, or the land that they were on, that wasn't really theirs. Naomi, you know several of these types of stories, but the one you seem to be referencing is much older, and the version that you've heard dragon, you've heard worm, you've heard wyvern, and you've heard snake. Each one has had somewhat of a different ending to it. One of them speaks on some of the local shogun and samurai who had to defeat a dragon to take back a city that had been taken over by a dragon. I'm sure one of them is the one about the serpent is regarding a set of knights on a different continent who had to slay a serpent to please their lord, which didn't really lead to much, apparently. It just kind of ends off with them slaying the serpent and nothing else really happens. Like, they get money and stuff, that sort of thing. And the other one, the wyvern one, you've heard is more ridiculous. It's more fairy tale style, but it talks of flying magical devices that allow people to hunt wyverns for some sort of rare material they possess. Though it's very fairy tale-ish, so you couldn't really say if it's a real thing that happens or not.
That's nice. That's awesome.
Russia's going to slowly hand the weapon back to the orc spider.
Mm-hmm.
The eider. The eider. The oider.
Oider. I drink my oider.
Oider.
Wait,
Also, another question.
Yes.
As a blacksmith, I'm quite a little material goblin.
Mm-hmm.
I was curious if you have any extra materials you probably aren't going to use that I could maybe use.
I can show you to my forge. It's a bit deeper in, but it's not too far.
Forge.
He almost seems to take a good bit of... He clearly takes a good bit of pride in this forge as he smiles very widely. I'd say I have quite the extraordinary forge.
I'll just lean
Oresha
into
begins to
Russia.
smile as well. She's about to start fangirling
I'm just
now.
gonna lean into Russia. Sounds like someone's gonna have some fun.
I thought you were gonna say it sounds
Not
like somebody's
that.
breaking your...
I'm going to forge weaponry.
Well,
Damn.
go on then.
Damn,
Who
who knew
knows?
forging all this weaponry would have me forge a bond with this man? Crazy.
Well,
would have
Your
thought?
swords.
what are you doing just standing there then? Go on.
Oresha immediately goes to...
Garrett begins to lead you guys to his forge. It's
Oresha
a
follows.
bit further back. It's behind the queen. The queen herself seems to be getting her court back together. As you can see, she's eating what remains of some dead wax people and other stuff, and even what appears to be some dead miners that were up in cocoons. So, honestly, kind of reasonable to assume this man would be part of her lunch. But...
Is there a hallway that I can duck into for a little bit?
Yeah, there's a little, it almost seems to act as what was once a barracks. It's not overgrown with webs, but there's webs on the ceiling.
And I'm just gonna duck into there, and I'm gonna try to like secretly pull out the crystal.
All right.
Like, oh, are you there?
There is some interference as the crystal doesn't seem to respond.
Hello. So
It just
tap it.
it just kind of pulses red for a couple of seconds and keeps doing it every other couple of seconds.
Hmm.
Boom, 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 boom.
Did you click unmute?
Yeah.
Did you
Try
click
turning it
unmute?
off and turning it back on again.
Not much use.
I've tried that before.
I guess I'll just put it back into my pocket and
Alright.
like get back out of the hallway and try to catch up with the group.
Alright. For the group, you've gone by the Spider Queen into a back area. You enter what appeared to be a large sort of kitchen-ish style area, like cavernous kitchen area. You pass through there. It's incredibly large, and it mostly seems to just be compiled of bones and stuff, probably where the court fed proper. There is some idea of farming, but it's not quite plants, to say the least.
Oh, is it?
It's
oh, no.
It's not exactly horrific looking, but it's definitely unsettling as you see what are effectively like a large alchemy style cauldron that's been like burrowed into the ground. And you see a lot of ingredients around. You do see the not really dead, but more frozen, wax-covered corpse of what was probably the cook at one point. A very, very large mix between a high elf and a spider, like 10 feet tall, pretty
Jesus!
a decent bit bulky for what it is, but they're frozen in wax effectively. You'd have to chip them out of there before they'd be able to do anything again. Garrett gives like a kind of a sad look as he looks to the paralyzed cook for continuing forward towards this forge.
Heinrich's gonna help out the cook.
You can begin chipping away if you want. Make strength check.
Make
So,
a
can I just say-
of the chicken.
I rolled a little thing to
Hold on
see if
2
Oresha
seconds.
even noticed what was happening, and I was like, no. She's
She's
too focused on going to a forge.
she's excited.
I got a 17, a 15 plus 2.
All right. Yes, Naomi.
Naomi would like to approach Garrett.
All right. As you're walking, he
Uh,
sort of sees you and like stops.
Mr. Garrett, sir. The story you said about the traitorous dragon.
Yes. What of it?
Where I'm from, there's a lot of different versions of that story. Like this one with the wyvern, with a snake, and so I was wondering, are you from like the Eastern Isles?
The memories dating back, I believe. He kind of begins to. He pulls out like a small scroll from like the back of his trousers, and he begins to read through it. You can read it perfectly. It's perfect Japanese. And he seems to be able to read it. It seems to be just. It's kind of scratchily written. It doesn't seem like it was written by a normal thing, so it was probably, either given how big the orc is, probably some odd handwriting, because, how they hold pencils and stuff, and how big their hands are, or, like, a spider that can mimic human writing decently. It seems to be just a small list of, like, notes about themselves that they don't want to forget. Like, at the top it says, things not to forget after the transformation, that sort of thing. And, yeah. Well, the owner of this body, yes, was from the Eastern Isles, and I can still speak the language of there, but it's been 300-400 years now, I think.
Oh, that's great. Naomi fucking pulls out her sword. Do you know anything about this?
He holds out his hand to take it.
She very hesitantly gives it to him.
It looks small in his hands.
Forge.
It's very small in his. It looks small in his hands. It's like it's like looking at Shaq holding like a water bottle, effectively. But it's a katana. This is very old. Some of these markings. They're a little scratched out from wear and tear. How long has it been since you cleaned or took care of this?
Well, probably been about a couple months. I haven't really had the time.
Garrett kind of cringes. Garrett isn't like upset at you, but he visibly frowns. I'll have to take care of the blade and such for this once we get to the forge.
Oh, I was just wondering if you knew anything about the person that used to wield it. He was a great war hero in the Eastern Isles. And he gave it to me, and he just I never saw him again, so...
Do you know what he was? Like, what his race was?
I believe he was also, Kitsune, to be honest. But I haven't seen him in years.
I'll have to rack my memory in a little bit. For now, I'll satiate your friend, and besides the fact that this blade... the blade is still sharp. Like, he, rakes against his arm and it still cuts him. But, even you, who doesn't really know smithing all that well, Naomi, given that you've been using this sword for at least 4 or 5 months at this point, you can tell the blade could be a bit sharper. It's because you've claimed it against armor and stuff, and it's not good against armor.
Riley, how far am I into helping that poor ship out?
You are still working on the legs, and you're only about halfway through the first foot.
I can just it's that fucking meme. It's start licking. We can save him.
Yeah.
But you can't actually save him.
And next time, as we are 2 hours 57 minutes in, next time we will be at the forge, and Naomi we'll get to learn more about her sword, and Heinrich probably still won't be done licking the large candy cane blocking the way to food, but
Heinrich needs that cook so he can make them food. I mean, Heinrich can cook. It's just he doesn't know what to do with these ingredients.
Yeah.
Russia needs to eventually take in life essence.
Yeah, she needs to drink the blood soon. I don't think she'd want to drink the blood of the spider, though, because it's kind of poison.
Well, she doesn't have to drink the blood.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah, that's the session. Sorry, my brain is... Actually, my brain is pretty on, right? Like, it's working.
Succubus. You could also take its cum.
Hello.
That's so true. But yeah, that's the session. I look forward to tomorrow sitting down and chipping away at this. It won't be that hard. The editing's never hard, but yeah, no. So long. Bear well.